acquire if we live forever. Let us live forever tonight. Helicopters against the moonlight. Our holy mother of the midnight. And if we live forever, let us live forever tonight.
All right, so we'll take advantage of a little break in the song to switch over. And yay, got the microphone working again. Thank you, Wizard. Yes, it has been a little while. Care, Haru, Astral, Love. Thank you for joining me. Oh my God, a Peach Fennec. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Astral. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Partners, friends, loves, everyone. Thank you. Everyone, I finished. I did it. I did it. I did it. My time was absolutely nothing impressive. 5 hours, 20 minutes is not fast for a full marathon by any measure, but there are two caveats to that. One, I just wanted to finish. And two, even with that abysmal time, a lot of walking, and a ridiculously slow pace for the last 10K or so, I still finished with a lot of room under the standard 6-hour surrender time. I don't need to fear that at all. That will be useful going forward. I did it. This is the trace from the app that my partners, several other furs, my trainer, family members scattered all over the world were using. Thank you, Care. Thank you, Haru. Thank you very much. I appreciate this immensely. That's me. I started up there in Marathon, and I ran all the way back to the Olympic Stadium in Athens. 42.192 kilometers or 26.2 miles. Thank you, Astral. I did it. So I've done more. Oh, thank you, K9. Probably a good idea. Getting a little choked up here. I've done more than 1,100 miles of training runs in the past 13 months in preparation for this goal, including training runs extending out to 20 miles. That time, by the way, is inaccurate. That's start time from 9 a.m. when official start, when they let the best runners go in the first group. I was in group 12, the last. We didn't go until an hour later. So my time is not quite that bad. It's 55 minutes less for chip time, but whatever. Why I raised my hands like that at the end for every single finish I've ever done for the 14 or so races that I have completed, and I have never DNF'd a race thus far. I do not know, but I certainly did it here. So yeah, that's me. That's the stadium. I did it. Oops, I didn't really intend that to play again. So let's move on to another one and get out of single song repeat. Okay, there we go. So I did it. So 520 is a long time, but the actual time is far longer. 13 months of constant training covering almost 1,200 miles, not just 26.2. 5.5 years of attempts since she died. And to be quite honest, 50 years. For my 40th birthday, I wanted to be in the Colosseum in Rome. Thank you, K9, for following. I wanted to be in the Colosseum, and I was actually on the day of. After everything that happened in the years after that, when we were there together in Rome, I had little belief that planning for any type of special trip for my 50th would even be necessary. I was wrong. Let's see, what's the next one? That's the start. That's a good one. This is Marathon in Greece. This is the Marathon Stadium. This is the start line. They have it permanently built in here. This is looking back up towards the start. This is not the day up. This is the next day. I rented a car and drove back out. Take some shots. Things are interleaved here, whatever. I do not remember. Subscribe to here. Thank you, Demi. Thank you, love. I am deeply sorry to be gone for so long, and this is probably the only stream in November, and the next one will probably be well into December because I am gone so much. But like you say, I'm here to listen to stories. You're not here for the gameplay or the anything else or the consistency of streaming, which unfortunately it's the holidays. Thank you. I appreciate it, love. Thank you. So anyway, I do not remember exactly what prompted me to look to see if there was an Athens Marathon just over a year ago after completing the first 5K of my entire life last September. But I set that nearly impossible goal anyway. If that is the case, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, K9. I appreciate that immensely. Should I call you K9, Wolf, Gamer? All three are valid. Earth. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the happy Thanksgiving. It is highly likely, if there is a stream this Thursday, it will either be very short or simply will not be at all. I have no time, unfortunately, and I apologize deeply to everyone. I mean, missing most of the early November is understandable because I was in Greece, but the second half, yes, I will be gone for that entire week of Thanksgiving and not have my streaming stuff, unfortunately. But thank you. I appreciate that. And welcome, love. Thank you. Anyway, back to the text. So I set that nearly impossible goal. Training from a 5K to a marathon in a year is very, very difficult, if not nearly impossible, especially for someone who only started running a little over a year ago successfully. I had tried several times before and always failed. After I lost a third of my body weight, I was able to be successful. Cade, thank you for resubscribing, love. I appreciate that immensely. Holy crap, you've managed to start a hype train. Goodness gracious, thank you. But Athens was, Wolf boy, anything works for me. Works for me as well. I respond to Primrose more in IRL than my own name. So Primrose, Primmy, Kushi is a very specialized one, but whatever. Hey you, good boy. That one always works, by the way. That one always works. Yeah, I'm a good boy. Thank you, love. Thank you for joining. Cade, thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate that despite my pathetic stream series recently. Anyway. So, but Athens was just so evocative. You're a good boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, I finished. So we're doing a little talky talk this time a lot. Thank you. I'm the good boy. Athens was just so evocative. To start, in the city, although I should say town, it's quite small, of Marathon, which is, ow. Hamder, thank you, love. I hope you're having a lovely night, love. I am. This one's been a long time coming. Thank you. Thank you, Pamder. So we start in the city, although I should say town. It's actually quite small. It's very small. It's a postage stamp of Marathon in Greece, where the plains of Marathon are, where the battle was in 490 BC. And then literally to run in the footsteps of Philippides. Although that's apocryphal, but regardless, I did it. Oh my god, what the fuck? I remember you. I remember you, love. Hello, Fox. Oh my, hiya, keep upper. Hello, love. Thank you for joining. Goodness gracious, one of my lost ones. Wow, you've successfully derailed my train of thought in a big way, and I have a big one tonight since I just a week ago last Sunday ran a marathon, starting in Marathon in Greece. Oh dear, the look. Yeah, wow. But thank you for joining, love. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. I am so happy to see you again. I am sorry that we haven't talked since, but thank you so much for being here, love. I truly appreciate it. Anyway, let me try and get my train back here. Good to see you. Thank you. You as well, love. I truly appreciate you being here. I am so appreciative. Sorry, what? Oh, hi, Sparky. Thank you, love. So there are 8 billion people on this planet. Several of them are furries, an unknown number thereof. Actual counts are hard to pin down, but it seems roughly 1 million of them have finished a full marathon. I am now one of them. That absolutely just stuns me. I have trouble believing. This is the very start of the course. This is the view just past the starting line, although all those barriers were more up. This is, again, a couple days later when I rented a car, drove back to Marathon. You'll notice something there. There's a blue line on the ground. That line is painted on the roadway, and it extends the entire course. This is a permanent course. There are signs built in, not built into, but sitting next to the roadway. These are not temporary things. Every race I've ever run, there's always temporary markings or somebody spray painted on the ground for the distances. Here from Marathon to Athens, they do this every year. They've done it since early 2000s. This is the Olympic course. It's permanently built in, and that blue line is there the entire way. All 26 miles. I've done jack shit. Well, I started at 48. It's never too late, love. Well, I did a half marathon. A half marathon is a very impressive distance, Pamder. I hate to break this to you, but my training runs extended up to 20. I did 20, 18, 16. Thank you. Thank you, K9. A full marathon is a whole other level. I was prepared. I had trained extensively. All that training makes it possible. It does not make it easy. I do not say this to dissuade you. This has been a massive turning point in my life, and it was worth everything. And it's truly just changed who I am from the very ground up in every single aspect. Although there's not the running that did that. There's merely an emblematic symbol. But I highly encourage you to train and run a full. I would love to be there with you. But it is hard. There is a reason that literally everyone on this entire planet knows the word marathon. They don't know this place. Many of them don't even know it's a real place. They don't know the battle. They don't know the history. It doesn't matter. full marathon, dude. It sounds a bit excessive for me, especially for doing. Thank you, love. It's a lot. 26 miles is a very, very long way. It will take everything for hour after hour after hour. And if you can keep going, it is truly something else. That we can achieve something like this is truly remarkable. It is truly the limits. There are longer, there are ultras, but that is the rarefied few. That is insane. And I did it, damn it. I did it. I set myself this goal and I did it. God damn it. I'm not done. Not done. So yes, Pamder, I encourage you. I would gleefully love to run with you. But you have, I will not lie. It is hard. There's a reason everyone knows. Because they know it's hard. They don't know how long. They don't know exactly what's involved. They just know it's really, really fucking hard. And all those 8 billion people that know that word, who will respect anyone who has completed a marathon for merely that one word, they don't really know. Those million of us who have will respect you for completing this. I don't care if you take 2 hours or you take 20, because it is harder than the lay people know. It is so much harder. But it is true. You made it. Huh. Thank you, Zeke. No, you are not too late, because you get to see my new outfit done by Sour Dusk. I commissioned this while I was in Greece, and he got it completed. So yes, we actually have the debut of a very, very temporary design of the Furry Running Club singlet with bib, with my name and the word marathon, because I couldn't think of anything better. I had numbers and everything, but less than 6 hours, my friend. That is a feat not everyone can achieve. You have my respect, my friend. Thank you, K9. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. And for doing this, for pulling this off, I accept that praise. Self-loathing has no place here. If you can do something like this, there is. I see you're enjoying yourself. Excellent. DM me whatever you're looking at. You pull this off and you will have changed your entire life. I have seen it written that run a mile, you cover a mile. Run 26 and you will change your life. This will take everything. And you will find that you have so much more left. You will find that you are not done. If you can pull this off, you can do anything. I encourage anyone who can to run. It's changed my life. Everything. It's truly, truly changed things. And thank you, Zaki. Canadian, thank you. Welcome. I finished. I did it, God damn it. I did it. For the newcomers, we're going to go back a little bit. Yeah, that's me. That time is incorrect, by the way. I did it. I ran the Athens Marathon, God damn it. 5 hours and 20 minutes. So we start here in Marathon. We head out and we follow that blue line. You don't really follow the blue line. Thank you, K9. But it's always there. It's always there. It's always there. It's truly something else. So naturally, everyone wants to know how it went. I've spoken endlessly about my training runs, with some stretching out to 20 miles. Thank you, Canadian. About how much effort those took in some cases. And I still had no idea. There is nothing akin to a full marathon. 26.2 miles, 42.195 kilometers, whatever. Not even 20 miles was anywhere near as hard. I'm proud of you. Thank you, love. I earned that. Thank you. I am a good boy. Yes, my preparation for the race itself was pretty terrible. After flying all day to get there, I spent a week eating my way across Athens. Then on my very first training run in Athens, I injured my leg so badly that it still hurts right now. It's not too bad, but yeah, it definitely hurt. I had trouble bending my knee the day after that happened. My coach spent a little time reassuring me that yes, shit happens, but I can still run, and she was right. I did run, and I was able to complete the race. I slept terribly, ate awfully, changed up my equipment literally an hour before the race, and a bunch of other very obvious, very beginner, very terrible mistakes. And I did it anyway. I finished. So as we head out on the course here along that blue line, this is in the rental car again, just driving back down that distance. That line is always there. There are signs along the way, kind of like that brown sign right there, but that's not one of them. Every kilometer in Greece, of course, it's the EU, so they use kilometers. So the kilometer signs go by relatively quickly, not a big deal. It's just there's a lot of them. There are 42 of them. There are so many of them. And it just gets, it's like, oh, great, that's 12. That's nice. That's a very decent distance. More than 10K is a lot. Not everybody can do that. Oh, fuck, I wish it was 22 or 32 because fuck, there's a lot to go. Oh, God. Yeah. Anyway. Easy, it most certainly was not. The paces my coaches set me with, I'm so happy for you and I'm proud of you. Thank you, Canadian. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, love. With intervals literally every single mile that my watch was telling me, as every single mile as I went by, were great for the first 10 miles or so. These were reasonable, respectable paces that I could hold quite easily. I felt strong despite all this bad preparation, and I kept going past 10K and 20 kilometers. But, oh, here we go, a little further on. So, you may have noticed way back in the beginning, let me back up a little bit here. These damn transitions. So, this course here, why am I putting my mouse so you can't see it? But way up at the beginning, just a little bit south of Marathon, there's a little jog off to the east there. What is that? Is that an error in the mapping? Is that? No. But there's the course, the blue line, the signs, everything diverts around and it goes out to the side around a giant circle in Marathon itself on the road there. We actually go the wrong way on the road, but whatever. And the reason we do that is because we are going around this. Da, 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 da. We are going around this. This is the Marathon Tumus. It is a small artificial hill containing the remains of 192 Athenian soldiers from the Battle of Marathon in 460 BC. This is fenced off entirely. You can't get to that park all the way around it. It's quite large, and we ran all the way around it. I couldn't even see it on the run, but I went back out there and I took pictures when we were done the 2 days later. You are not just a warrior, an absolute beast. Earth! Thank you. Earth. Even my legs wouldn't make it 1 mile. Well, if you can walk, you can run. It just takes a lot of practice. Yeah, you don't run 26, you run 1,000. Anyway, back to the text. So, but in every single race, every single one, there is a time where all the pageantry, all the well wishes of those cheering you on, and all the preparation finally runs out. Where you find yourself staring at a huge distance to go, and everything simply screams at you to stop. Where it is just so easy to slow to a walk, to stop, and eventually to simply step off the course. Thousands did so at the marathon. I saw dozens being treated by the ubiquitous medical personnel scattered all along the route. Runners less than 1/3 my age, lying on the ground, wrapped up in Mylar blankets with EMTs attending to them. This is hard. It will fell anyone. And I finished, damn it. Good for my good little wolf. Thank you, love. I am a good boy. Earth. So now we have pictures of the race itself. This is race day itself. Like I said, I changed out everything on the way. The day before, I ended up taking my my phone with me. We're going to snooze that. I can't push it off forever, but we'll push it a little. This is my group headed towards the start line that we've seen previously. There were 21,000 participants in this race. This is far and away the largest race I've ever been in. We were in 12 groups. Group number 1, of course, is for the elites and for those who start right at 9 a.m. of the best, the fastest. And group 12 is for those who are the slowest or who have no time at all. I've never done a marathon before. I was in group 12. So we went last. We didn't get to go until 56 minutes after 9 a.m. when the gun went off yet again, and we got to go. But it doesn't matter because I was tracked by a chip attached to the back of my bib. That's how it always works. But here, it took an hour to get us all through that start line. There was so many of us. It was so much. It was so huge. So let's go back a little bit. This is 5 a.m. Ammonia Square. That's with an O, not an A. In Athens, about 700 meters from my hotel. I walked here. It was too early for the metro. All those buses, we commandeered damn near every tour bus in Greece. This was one of 6 loading locations scattered around downtown Athens because they were distributing all of us because there were 21,000 of us. There were innumerable private tour groups in addition to this where they would fly them out specifically as a group for the marathon, put them in a hotel, have stuff there. Some were in my hotel. There were many groups in my hotel. And then they had their own bus and then would fly back together. I just did it myself, which was fine. And I used the services of the marathon itself to get out there, which was fine. So you get on these nice tour buses and you drive. And we drove to a marathon. See over there on the left, out the driver's side window there? That blue line? Yeah, this is the course. There is but one way once you get outside of Athens to marathon. So that line is always there. That line, it's always there. And then we arrived in Marathon at about 6 a.m. With the sun just starting to come up. The usual standard in these races is it's really fucking cold. And you're wearing next to nothing because you're about to run a very, very long way. And we wear incredibly light stuff. I'm currently sporting what's known as a singlet, which preserves modesty and can hold the white thing at the bottom there with my name on it. That's called a bib. Why it's called a bib, I have no idea, but that's its name. And the tracking chip is a little thing taped to the back of the bib that has an RFID tag. And there you go. You're ready to run. If I may, why a marathon? It's not a challenge to be taken lightly. I will answer that question, but give me a little bit, love. Yes, I have my reasons, K9, and I will get to them. If I do not, ask me again, and I will happily go back. This is the sole purpose of this stream, is to talk about this. This has been a goal for a year, for 5 years, for my entire life. But I didn't know it then. Earth? Glad you're having fun. Really am, and welcome. So this is us unloading. There were hundreds of these buses. This is not the only unloading spot. There were so many of us. Everyone is wearing sweats and stuff and all that. I had mine as well. And they give you a bag and you can shove the sweatpants and sweatshirts in there and all that. And they will put it in a truck and they will take it back to the start so you can collect it. So this is great. So you have your warm stuff to warm up and wait for the time because there's a lot of waiting around in the dark, in the cold. Usually on a highway somewhere. And then you can get it back, but you don't want to run with it, obviously. That didn't really work here. They have these huge trucks, 12 of them, one for every block. Sorry, it's not a group, it's called a block. And they took all of our stuff before they would let us into the stadium. So great. So you get into the stadium, you have to leave all your stuff behind. And they took it all already, which is not great. And you can't go back. So that was not the greatest, but it worked. All right, so yeah. We're going to have an ad break here. So that's going to happen for a lot. So I'm just going to roll with it. So we're going to take a quick little 3-minute break here. Get up and stretch your legs, everybody. And I got to do that myself. My legs will be unhappy with me. So we will be right back. Don't touch that wolf dial. Okay, welcome back. I seem to have got the time almost perfect, though I forgot to pause the music. Okay. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I need to keep the music up for those not subject to cross commercialism. But anyway, welcome back. I am good. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so this is the trucks for the stuff bags. Again, 21,000 of us spread across 12 blocks. This is a big operation. This is huge, but they should not have taken this stuff first. But so they give us you notice these blue ponchos everywhere. They give us that. Space blankets are kind of a standard. The blue, Kyre, welcome, love. It is a huge pleasure to have you here and to see you in my stream. I apologize for not getting a chance to get in your own. I have no time, but I truly appreciate it, love. Thank you. Posture check. Yes, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. Thank you, Astral. Thank you, Dirk. Very good, Dirk. So we get there. So after they take all of my stuff away and everyone's freezing our butts off, the biggest thing is two things. We care about bathrooms because we're runners. And thank you, Kyre. I actually could use that. And we care about staying warm because we're thin. Don't have a lot of insulation anymore. Lost 100 pounds. I'm cold all the time. I'm wearing a full sweats right now. Yeah, I'm cold. And staying warm. So this is a locker room in the Olympic Stadium. This is a small section here that was discovered not just by me but by a few hundred others, where there were some bathrooms behind me here, the camera here. But this is the shower area. So we were all just sort of hanging out here because it was warm. I spent quite a while in here because it was warm. It was very nice. So this is the start of so many pornos because here I am with several hundred fit guys, almost all guys. There were women in this race, obviously, but there's a lot of guys here. Yeah, I am bi, but yeah, pretty heavily gay right now. So yeah. Except a little bit of a record scratch for the whole thing is I don't know if any of them are furries, and if they're not, that doesn't work for me. So sorry. sorry. It doesn't work. You hit on me IRL and you're not a furry, I will run so fast I will leave a vapor trail. Yeah, sorry, doesn't work. So anyway, that was a bit silly. So we hung out there for a while, and then we warmed up. This is a small fraction of the massive crowds. Those ponchos they gave us, I was wearing one, by the way, were not terribly insulative, but they did break the wind. So yeah, we wore them. I mean, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. There were 21,000 of us. This stadium was jammed with everyone trying to find enough room so they can do all of our stretches and our leg kicks and everything without walloping somebody upside the head with your foot. It gets pretty dangerous. It's just this wild, that track that surrounds this football field had thousands of us going around there in circles. I circled that track twice myself, warming up, trying to get ready. This is one of the most monumental things I've ever seen. I got so thirsty. They finally did start distributing water, but fuck, I was thirsty. That was the problem. Excuse me. I may be tired because, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about the travels in a second here. And then they started us in these blocks. I was in block 12, which was the last. And they had us all lined up in the end there. But then they finally did get to us, and we could hear the announcers going off an hour before I finally got to go, and they launched everybody. And then finally they had us all grouped together, and we headed towards that start again. Hire gives coffee. Thank you. I could really use some coffee. I will be a good boy. I will go to sleep after stream tonight. I haven't slept in probably a week very well, so I definitely need it. Anyway, we headed down here, 2,000 of us, around the back of the stadium here, to the starting corral here. Bonk. And lined up, and you can see in the distance there the arch of the actual start itself, where the tracking line is that actually traces, and when I cross that line, my time officially starts. You better sleep or I have an upset Derg. I need to sleep. I will try not to upset you, love. Plenty for us to be had. Yes, it's been a lot. So got to the start. So then, all right. So we'll back up a little bit here. So get back to the words here. So we're talking about that point in the race where it all comes down to it. But I guess we'll start talking in Spanish. Yeah, but I like it when you talk in Spanish, love, mi amor. Mi grande amor. Although you're not very grande, you're a noodle dragon. I love you. Anyway, the distance for when you hit that point is irrelevant. The distance you're running, where it happens, it happens where it happens. Sometimes the very first mile or kilometer is the hardest, and things settle out as my knees stop trying to bend the wrong way, and the aches of so much accumulated rust pile up and eventually fall away. Sometimes it's the very last, but usually it's somewhere in the middle. For the marathon, that was after 30 kilometers. The Athens course is so well defined that they painted a permanent blue line the entire distance of the stadium, from the stadium in Marathon to the Pan-Hellenic Olympic Stadium in Athens. I'm repeating myself, but I'm working off a script here too. There are permanent road signs every single kilometer, and it is also not an easy one. There are hills. I climbed a total of 1,200 feet of elevation, although not all at once. This is the hilliest race I have ever done in my life. It beats the other one in Escalante, which had more than 930 feet of elevation gain. This had 1,200, which is a lot. It keeps going up and down, up and down, up. Greece is very hilly. We went up and down over and over again. One hill would be beat with the standard gas station at the peak, as always tends to happen, only for the next, even taller one to hove into view as soon as I turn past a bend at the top there. It will break you after a while. It will. And so we headed out on the course. There's that line again. There's your wolf again. Yes, there is statuary. This is the Marathon course. There are not that many of these, but this is, I think, just south of Marathon itself. Get some sleep, or so I'll start seeing it in other languages. German and Russian. Ooh. Das Vidanie Tovarish. Yani Gobadru Poroski. I don't have German. I should ask my mother-in-law. I can say I can't speak the language in 5 languages, I think, but Earth. So yes, we have this statue of this this marathoner here, and there's me and my my black wolf and my vest that I normally don't run with on races. I didn't have my earbuds in or my bone conduction headset at this point, but anyway, but I did have my phone because it was a useful thing to have, and I was on my own for so long. So also my partners and everything could track me. There's many ways to track. We'll talk about that in a second. And we run. And the marathon course in Greece was the most wild thing I've ever seen. The entire distance from the very start to the very end was lined on both sides with spectators. It was built up, suburban or fully urban, the entire way. There was no dead middle. There was no just running by yourself. It was always full. It was always packed. There were always other runners close by, sometimes many of them. I got to know, I never talked to them, but I got to know some of these runners because I'd see them. They'd be running roughly as well or poorly as me for dozens of kilometers. In all the languages. Languages. I suck at languages too. Oh, hello, Czar. Hello, Bear. Thank you. I do need that. So, but they had so much. Send me the art you were looking at. And that's post in Cyrillic. I am impressed, love. So there, I saw so much wild stuff. They handed out. It's traditional sign of victory is a laurel branch, but laurel is a little hard to find, but they had olive branches. I have an olive branch sticking out of my metal rack about 10 feet to my left here in my living room. Because I grabbed one on the way and I shoved it in the back pocket of my vest there. And yeah, it made it the whole way. So I have an olive branch from the marathon course in Athens. There were people dancing the Zorba's wedding dance song with like 20 people dancing in a circle next to the course. They were playing music. They were having things thrown at me. I am the good boy. Thank you. It was the wild, and it kept going and going and going and going and going. It was such a passion. They love this event so much. And we see that red thing right next to sort of my elbow. I don't have a paw tracker, but Earth. Higher. I see everyone's having a good time tonight. I improved. Really appreciate that. Earth. There are two of them in quick succession. They had these every 5 kilometers. That is an RFID reader that will track all of our chips, including mine. And what this does is way back in that very first image for the app, every 5 kilometers at least, it will show my location. And my partners could track, even though it was ass early in the morning when they were in the US, they were tracking, and my relatives and my families were tracking me. I was also broadcasting my location through that same app for the Authentic Marathon through my phone. So they had full GPS tracking as well. A lot of us were doing that. Almost everybody had their phones. So yeah, it was nice. And there's that damn line. There's that line. There's this one guy in the brown shirt. Looks like his bibs come off. That happened a lot. I saw an RFID tag lying on the ground, which is a problem because if you lose your chip, you don't get a medal. The Wolf Tracker 5000. Yes, you could watch the whole way. I did not distribute that widely. I did not think many would care. And also, my real name was attached. So, yeah, you had to sort of know that already. But a lot of you, I wouldn't care anyway. I was still watching it whole night. Astral, I love you. Thank you. That. I got so many messages. I didn't look, obviously, as I was running. But when I got to the end, my messages were just enormous. It was unbelievable. My coach tracked me from way the hell out here in Utah. She sent me a picture. That picture I used at the very first image, I didn't get that. I got that from one of you. I just copied it. Just blows me away that they care. So every 5 kilometers, they have these lines and they track where we are and they know the distances. There's several purposes. One, for all this tracking for friends and family. There is a darker purpose. Cheating in marathons is a problem. Boston qualification for the Boston Marathon is a massive achievement. I have no idea if I will ever get there. But people cheat. They use ringers. They try to take shortcuts. It's terrible, but they have to take measures to assure compliance. There's nothing in this world sacred. But yeah, and you notice some of them are walking. Well, you know what? I did too. So here's more this wild cut glass sculpture. This is, I think, in Marathon. In Athens itself, near the end. Just blew me away. This is another official photo. I bought them all today because fuck it. Yeah, that's me running again. This is much closer to the end, but in the middle, about 30 kilometers. I have a picture. Yep, I do. One, you'll notice 2 things. Yet another line. And we make a humongous fucking mess. Oh my God. All along there, hundreds of tons of trash. Water bottles. They handed out full water bottles, which is nice. It was a lot of water, but you had to carry it. But it was nice. I shoved it in a pocket of my vest and saved some for later. They did it like 20 times. They had sponges. They had, I had 7 energy gels in that vest. I used every single one. I had one that's a lady gave me on the course. I used that after I finished. It was wild. My bid almost got ripped off several times because it was right in the path of my arm swinging. It's always such a mess, and we're all walking here. It takes every single ounce. It takes everything, and just to keep walking took everything. And we just kept going. The dude from the Czech Republic, and the old guy in the orange shirt, and the guy in the neon green shirt. We're still going. Damn it! And I tried running again. I'd run for like a kilometer, then I dropped to a walk again. I do that a few times, and then about 37 or so, I started jogging again, and I said, well, I'm into Athens, and there's stuff everywhere, and it's close. We're getting relatively close, right? It's just a 5K. I can do that in 20 minutes. Yeah, not today. Fuck no, not at the end. If I stopped again, I would never start again. And I wanted to run to the finish. So I just kept going. I just kept running. And my parents said, yeah, we noticed that you sped up. It's like, yeah, it's because I just kind of stopped caring after a while. But yeah, second win, whatever. I just kept going. So at 30, I just ran out. I dropped to a walk, which is deadly. Once you walk once, it's nearly impossible to not keep doing it over and over again. In endurance running, the speed most certainly makes a massive difference. A 35-minute 5K is a light jog for me now. That's nothing. I barely break a sweat. A 24-minute 5K, which is my best, is a Herculean effort that will leave me wringing with sweat and needing days to recover. But what really starts to tell is the time. And the slower you go, the longer it takes. The very best runners, one finished in 2 hours and 13 minutes that day, were halfway done by the time my very last group finally got to start, almost an hour after the very first start time. And I had to slog all morning and into the afternoon, and I ran out. And I hit that so hard, and I felt so disappointed, and I felt so ashamed that I was walking, although everybody, thousands of us, were doing it all around me. But I felt so ashamed that I had come this far and trained this hard only to fall to a walk. So I walked. We all did. This one highway underpass was filled with walkers as we just tried to keep going. There was also a brutal climb out. It was very steep. I jogged for a bit after that climb was completed, only fall back to a walk again, utterly unable to keep going. There are official places where I look dead. Here's one of them. I wrote this a few days before I bought the pictures. Barely able to keep even walking. There is a reason the word marathon is instantly respected by literally everyone on this world, even if they have no idea what the distance is. Even if they've never heard of the Battle of Marathon or a place that is named for a place at all. Why, just a single word will engender great respect all around the world. And they have no idea. And at those last 5, 6, 7, 8 kilometers, I just started running again. I was not fast. 13, 14, 15-minute miles. These are terrible paces, and I didn't care. I stopped looking at my watch. I just ran. We ran through arch after arch after arch by advertisers and sponsors of this race, with the course lined with tens of thousands of spectators, announcers, music, haranguing us about some product or other in Greek that I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm just the background. It's the advertisers that cared. I ran around corner after corner, but that blue line, it's there again, was always there. And I just ran. My watch said I was done, and I just kept running. And I saw a sign on a pedestrian bridge over the course. It said 250 meters to go. And I said, okay, I can make 250 meters. I may have just run 26 miles, but I can make 250 more meters. And I did. And this is the finish in the Panhellenic Stadium. And yeah, see that guy with his arms out just under the sign there? That's me. I did it. So everyone who thinks marathon is tough has no idea. Those million of us who actually have completed this enormous distance know it is so much harder than anyone suspects. All the hundreds and thousands of miles of training make it possible. It does not, by any stretch of the imagination, make it easy. Anyone who has done this will respect anyone who finishes, regardless of completing it in 2 hours. The world record stands at, I believe, slightly over 2 hours. or 12, because there are few feats that take more determination, will, and perseverance. And that, canine, is why I did it. So there's an old mountaineering line. They asked incredulously, why do you do it? Why do you climb those mountains? Why do you do it? It's so dangerous. And mountaineers are crazy. They die. I have no intention of mountaineering. But the response flabbergasted them, and this is more than 100 years ago, but will live forever. The response was simply, because it's there. So 5 years ago, almost 6 now, 5.5 now, as I stood a completely different fur. I was a fox then. I had been one for most of my life. I've been a furry for my entire life. And watched my wife die of cancer, helpless and lost, unable to do anything as she degraded and died in a week. I was dead. That me never made it out of that hospital room. I carried it. Even as I left physically, I carried it in my head and my soul as my own personal hell forever. That fox is gone. The wolf you see before you is me now. It took the most traumatic event of my entire life to change Sonas. I hope I never have to do it again. And months after she died, her mother-in-law, who was the other person, my mother-in-law, her mother, excuse me, who was the other person who was in that room as we watched her die. We talked every day on the phone, on video calls, trying to hold each other up from such a strong distance. I was staying at my dad at the time, with my dad's at the time in Boston. She told me I had to get up and do something, and she was right. I had forgotten this. My brain was so addled at that time. She reminded me years later, but that's how it happened. Get up, get out of that room where I had been just staring at the wall for weeks, quite literally just staring at the wall, and get out there and do something, run, walk, whatever. So, ever the dutiful good boy, I got up and I did exactly that at 11 o'clock at night with no glasses. Yes, I need prescription glasses. No light, in jeans, sneakers, in a t-shirt in Boston. And I launched myself out the door and I ran. I don't know, maybe a half a mile. It's nothing. It was no great turning point, but I did not know that it actually was. Because I got better stuff I ran during the day. I tried, I tracked myself with my phone, and I tried running. I just, this is fun. I'll try that. It gives me something to do. It cleared my head when I was out there for a slight moment. I did not forget, but I could live. And then my knee blew out because I weighed over 300 pounds and I'd never run in my life. And I got bursitis. So that knocked me down and I couldn't run for about 6 months. And then I tried again. And the other knee blew out. And then I tried again. And I forget which one. They didn't really alternate, but I got both of them, either one or the other. I did that 4 times for 4 years before I finally smartened up and said, you know what? The reason my knees are hurting, and oh yeah, now they're hurting even when I'm not running, which is a bad sign, is because I'm too fat. So I lost a third of my body weight. I'm down about 110 pounds. I've kept it off for a year. And then things got better. My knees don't hurt anymore. Everything else does. My knees don't hurt anymore. And I just kept running. And when I completed that first 5K last September 2023, I saw that this race existed, the Athens Authentic Marathon, starting in Marathon, ending in Athens, Greece, the course supposedly of Philippides. Nothing could be more evocative. I'm a quarter Greek. I've never been there. I set a goal. It was insane that I would train, and I would do that. I added up all the training plans from that marathon handbook site, by the way, !couch if you want their Couch to 5K plan that I started with. And I said, you know what? Just barely, I have enough time. I didn't actually end up following those plans. I have an actual coach now who does all my programming. But it was unbelievably ambitious, and I did it anyway. Because when I completed that first 5K, I felt like I could do anything. When I finished a 10K, I could do anything. And then I did a half. I was in shock when I saw that finish line come around that bend. I've done 4 half marathons in the past year. And now I've run a full. And you know what? I have never DNF'd. I have never did not finish a race. And yes, I walked. And you know what? I am not ashamed of that, because this took everything. I have so much now, but it took it all. And I did it. And I recovered in 2 days. And this is not the last. I've signed up for 3 more across the next year so far. This is merely a symbol. I am a different person now. I am a wolf. My name is Primrose. Thank you very much. Vastly more people in my life important to me. All of my partners, everyone I love, aside from like 3 or 4, know me as Primrose, not that other name. And Primrose is a runner. I do amazing things now. So yes, there's a bit of a motto here of this thing. This silly little dream of mine called the Furry Running Club. It says, yes, it's impossible. Do it anyway. It may be impossible. Right now, it may be impossible, but well, let me get rid of the image really fast here, because this hangs in my bedroom. It's one of the first things I hung up on my house here when I moved here. You only fail if you stop trying. Any goal is merely but a huge sequence of steps. Losing all that weight. Oh, proud of you, Primmy. Thank you, Kyra. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's merely a huge series of steps. A mountain is merely a whole bunch of steps. Climb one, there's another. Climb one, there's another. It may be thousands of feet high, tens of thousands of feet high. It may be 26 miles long. It's just one step after the other. And yes, you may fall down. You may not make it. You may roll back down that mountain. Get up and do it again. Keep climbing, because you only fail if you stop trying. It doesn't matter if you to fail. What matters is that you get up and you keep going. And I've done that almost every single day for more than a year. And I can do this now. I can run a marathon. Oh, that's the museum. We'll get to that in a second. So there's a few other things. So K9, if you're still here, that's why. That's why. There's a wonderful documentary called Spirit of the Marathon. I highly encourage everyone to watch it. If I ever do a movie night in my Discord, Discord, by the way, we're going to watch that. And they talk about that there are some that do this professionally. There are some that just do it for fitness, but that's a tiny, tiny minority. Everyone else is there because they have something to prove. And that is so true. we have things to prove. To everyone who told us we can't. To everyone who told us that will never amount to anything. And to those who do support us, we want to show them that we can do the impossible. We can do these unbelievably hard things. As Kennedy said, we do not do these things because they are easy. We do them because they're hard. Because they are unbelievably hard. And the most important thing we have to prove, of course, is we have to prove it to ourselves. Because I carried within me the most dangerous creature alive. Who, that is a different thing. We're going to, that's going to get me muted. So yeah, there we go. Swing back around the album. Anyway, I know my music sucks. I'm sorry. My stream's a mess. Whatever. I carried around in my head the most dangerous creature alive. Someone whose standard means of interacting with anyone was to kill them. Only after harboring this fox inside my head for more than 30 years, 35, did I finally realize, with the help of my wonderful puppy, that he's been trying to kill me. He is the avatar of my self-loathing. He did not make it back from Greece. I left him there. No, it's not all fixed. But after doing all of this, after waking up every single day, 6 days a week, and then 7 days a week exercises on top of that, every single day, 6 in the morning, getting out there and pulling off the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, every day. Either it's the longest or the fastest, or it's neither, but it's still really fucking tough and I'm beat to hell. And the fact that I finished that run that I've done 100 times before is still a huge achievement. Because, yeah, I'm pretty fucking cooked today, but you know what? I did it anyway. I ran this morning. I only ran 2 miles, and that was a huge fucking achievement because I am pretty fucking beat up. Yes, it's been 9 days since the marathon. It's not the marathon. It's that injury I talked about, that fucking metal post that hit me because I pulled it out of the ground. I was trying to pull myself around it. Instead, it came loose and whacked me in the thigh really, really hard. That is slowly starting to go away. But also the travel. Sunday morning in Greece, I started in Saras. I rode in a cab for more than an hour, starting at 4 in the morning to the Thessaloniki airport. I checked in and waited there for about an hour, got on a flight for another hour down to Athens, waited in Athens for 4 hours, checked all my luggage and everything in, and then got on a plane for 11 hours to Newark. Collected everything, went through customs, checked in again, was there for about 2.5 hours, got on another plane for 4.5 hours more to Denver. This is now well exceeded 24 hours, but I was flying west, so that 9-hour time change worked in my favor to make it a very, very long day. I got trapped in Denver because it was too late. There were no flights home. So I got to the hotel. I had booked that hotel in flight. I bought the Wi-Fi on the leg from Newark to Denver. And I fell into bed and I slept about 4 hours. And then I got up and at 7:30 I flew home yesterday. This was yesterday. I am a little tired. I am a little beat. But why do we do this? Why do we do something so insane? So I went back, like I said, I actually took one of my aunts who was there. I had 3 family members come out, my father and his sister, so that's an aunt, and then they have family out there. That's why I was up in Saras. But then one of my mother's sisters, my mother died in 2012, but one of her 2 sisters is a huge traveler. She came as well. And she accompanied me as we went back to Marathon to see the Marathon Run Museum, which is the most incredible museum in the tiny, tiny, tiny little town of Marathon in Greece. And this is Yes. I am a bit of a traveler. I have worked for passenger airlines my entire adult life. Yes, I was a pilot. Yes, I was an airline captain. No, I am not anymore. I lost my medical some 18 years ago, Kyer. But I have worked for the airline since, and I have the ability to non-rev, which is great because I get to fly for free. Then I get left behind. So it's kind of stressful whether I was going to get on those planes, but it all worked. It's great. I've been to 21 countries. This year, I have flown, I actually have it written down, 55 flights, none of which I actually flew myself, but that's a lot. I've run in 8 states and 3 countries. Yeah, I'm a bit of a traveler. Yeah. So anyway, so why do we do this? Obviously we have something to prove. I had many things to prove. Actually, we're gonna tone it down a little bit here, and we're gonna just go do a little walking dog here. And I have many things to prove that I am this new person, that I am capable of doing these incredible things. And during the... Sir, can you show me the way? Nothing would give me more pleasure, Kyer. Wait, you want to run? Oh. I would deeply, deeply adore if you would come with me. So, exclamation point couch. That is the link to the Couch to 5K plan that I used. I have a printout of that plan hanging in my cube, along with all of the bibs from all of my races, including now this one from Athens that you've seen several times now. Hanging up there. Traveling. Oh, traveling. Okay, not running. Sorry. Reel your tongue back in. I don't know if I could run, but I can try if you can walk. I know some of cannot. I know. I've had so many first tell me there's a structural problem that will forever prevent them. And I understand, and I am sorry. Anything, any major accomplishment works the same way. It doesn't necessarily have to be running, but anything, any goal, anything you want to accomplish, getting a degree, finishing, I don't know, getting a job, getting anything, getting out of your parents' place, getting a house, getting an apartment, getting anything takes dedication. And during this process, what I did, that I made it very, very, very public to make myself accountable. Because if I did it myself, it'd be all too easy to quit. And thousands gave up. There were 21,000 participants on this course. I finished about 11,000, and I think it's like 11,045. I passed 10,000 runners during the marathon. Many of whom gave up before me. I never saw them. Or they started before me and finished before me, but my time was still faster. And thus I still, quote unquote, beat them. Because I don't give up. And I started making these goals for the 5K, the 10K, the half, and the full marathon into these massive things. I report this in 4 different Discords every day. I talk about it in multiple Telegram group chats. I inflict my running upon everyone who will listen. I like to think I can run. Well, one way to find out. You need good shoes. That's the one thing. We'll talk, love. We'll talk. But is that I did it to make myself accountable. Because, yes, I turned it into almost like a religious pilgrimage. But I made myself accountable because it was very public. Because if I quit, I would disappoint so many furs who tell me that they look at my reports every day. And they started telling me something that I have never heard before in my entire life. I have never been called an inspiration before. And I started getting that. I started hearing them tell me that I was an inspiration. You're so inspiring, Prim. And so inspiring for posting about how your weight loss is going and how your running is going, and that you meet that you hit 100 pounds lost. Thank you, puppy. I love you so much. Thank you, puppy. They told me that I was inspiring, that I am an inspiration. And it kind of went to my head. It kind of went to my head because now I feel like I have a responsibility. And damn it, I'm a service wolf. I'm a good boy. Thank you, Kyre. You aren't. Oh, God. Thank you, Kyre. So, yes. Yes, it's hard. But I do not run alone. I have all of you with me. And I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to let you down. I have never DNF'd a race. I would sooner die. And yes, I walked at 30 kilometers. But I jogged again and I fucking finished. I ran to the end and I finished. I made it. I am not ashamed of saying I walked. It was tough, but I did it. You are a good boy. Thank you, Kyre. Jesus, thank you, love. Earth, I love you. There's a lot going on here. As again, leaning into self-loathing that I've struggled with my entire life. I am the good boy. I need water. There. Anyway, leaning into self-loathing. Thank you, Kyre. There used to be long ago a subreddit on Reddit. Yes, I used to use Reddit. I don't anymore, but a social media called Fat People Hate. And yeah, I was 330 pounds. I was fat as hell. And I read that. I didn't participate, of course, but because I hated myself. And something that they mentioned is that, oh yeah, you're fat, you're worthless, you should die. But yeah, so it's like, oh, you're working out. That's great. How's your marathon time? They use that as a smack in the face. That if you can't run a marathon, you're nothing. You're not important. You're worthless. Ha! Fuck you, you arrogant assholes who don't care about anybody and just see who they are physically. I don't care how anybody looks. I care what's in their hearts. You assholes. Well, I ran a marathon, buttheads. What do you got now? During that process, this new person I am is the nicest, kindest person I could possibly be because I've learned from some of the best people ever alive when I've rebuilt myself out of this new character after she died. What else you got? Oh yeah, I have 3 partners now, another 3 that really like me, another 2 on top of that, and oh yeah, a whole club worth and all that. There's like 6 or 7 of them in here right now, so I'm certainly not alone. You arrogant fucking buttheads. Maybe you should try being nice to somebody instead of just yelling at them for their deficiencies. So yeah, I ran a marathon. What else you got? Fuckheads. Yeah, they got banned a long time ago and the hell with them. Yeah, so take your marathon time and shove it up your ass. I got a marathon time, so fuck you. These people, yeah, so you can do it to show off, you can do it to impress, you can do it to be superior, or you can do it because you want to carry everybody else with you. You want to show them it's possible. You're going to show them it's possible. So this crazy thing here that I had made while I was literally in Greece, this singlet, the Furry Running Club, the name of my server that Astral made, the name of this stream is the Furry Running Club. Do you have to run to be here? No. Do you have to be a furry? Well, no, but it kind of helps. Yeah, I make no bones about that. I'm a furry. I'm a wolf, for God's sakes. I have the most insane dreams. When I'm out there running and the music is going, it all feels possible. I can do anything. And yes, I want you to come with me. Yes, I want to not be the only marathon finisher of the Furry Running Club. Yes, I would actually like to make this singlet real and wear this with a big founder on my back and the word Primrose. And yes, this is crazy. It's never going to happen. But I would like to make them and give them to furs who have done this as well, with their names on the back too. That says, yes, we are furries. We are outcasts. We have all these problems. We are hated by so many. We're beat down. This world is so hard and so cold and so cruel to everyone. And you know what? Yeah, I run a marathon. So what else you got, bitch? Yeah, you think I'm nothing. Anything needs to be added. No, thank you, Astral. We're good. It's just crazy. Just give moral support. Well, thank you. I have actually had, I believe, 4 furs. 2 of them were just talking to me recently. Haven't spoken to Paxton in a while. Shit, does Paxton know I finished? Fuck! I think I may have to. No, he's in the server. He knows. He's okay. Whew, that almost scared me for a second. 4 furries that said they're going to try. You don't start at a marathon. Fuck no. Just do a 5K. That's hard enough. There's a 6-week training plan designed to get anybody off the couch with 0 fitness and get them to run a 5K. I don't care how long it takes. It won't be fast. Who gives a shit? They give a medal to everybody. They gave a medal to me for finishing in 5.5 hours in a marathon, which is a horrible time. And I will trust them. I have fucking like 12 medals over there on the wall from every single race. They give you a medal every time because finishing is victory. You get a cup for being first. Who gives a shit? You get a medal because you finished. That means you won. That's a victory. And if one of you, any of you, all of you get to that 5K, I will fly anywhere on this earth. And I will run next to you. And no, I will not leave you behind. Yes, I am pretty damn fast now, but I will run with you. Because many moons ago, years ago now, Zake, my dragon, who was here earlier, may have had to leave. When I can't even remember, I accomplished something and I was texting him and I'm sorry, I'm tired. I was sobbing and he said, that's an incredible feeling. Feeling someone holding you and crying for happiness. And I want that. I want one, all hundreds, thousands of you to cross that finish line with me, turn to me, slam into my chest, hug me, and just start sobbing because you fucking did it. And I want to do that. I want to feel that. I want to hold you so fucking bad. I want you to feel this. Feel this incredible feeling of pulling off these unbelievable feats. And it's not just the races. It's every day you get up ass early in the morning, in the dark, in the rain. It doesn't matter because you learn to love it. Oh, hi, Zach. Hey, you're still here. You learn to love it because that training run you do by yourself is the hardest thing you've ever done. It is so unbelievably, Kyre. Yes, we'll do that too. Anyway, it's so unbelievably affirming and motivating to start every single day accomplishing the hardest thing you've ever done in your entire life. And then tomorrow you do it again. It's the hardest thing again because it's harder. You do that. It's unbelievable how affirming that is. How good that will do for your mental health to know that, you know what? I fucking did that. Yeah, that was a training run. It was 8 kilometers, whatever. I did it. I did it. And tomorrow I'm going to do another one and it's going to be hard as fuck and I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to do it. And it's like you start every fucking day doing that incredibly difficult thing, that huge accomplishment. And then you sign up for these races, short distances, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever, long distances, work your way up to a full marathon. And you can look at that. I have a fucking rack that I bought on Amazon that says, don't give up. That has room for 30 of these medals. I've got more than a dozen. It's getting kind of full. 30 is going to be a bit of a squeeze. You know, when it gets full, I'm buying another one. Because I can look at this and it's like, you know what? I can see this immediately. I know it in my heart that I can do that. I can do these things. I can be an inspiration to others. I can do these things. But if you enjoyed it, it's really that hard. Well, that's the thing. If I feel like I'm flying when I run, if I feel like I'm commanding a ship, like I'm on the bridge, setting levers for stride length and cadence, and then the legs just take care of themselves, is it hard? Am I just listening to the music, dreaming these crazy dreams about standing next to some of you as you pull off the hardest thing of your entire life, and then you turn to me and say, "Thank you, Prim, you made this possible." Is that hard? Not really. Do I want that? Yeah, I do. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but you never know unless you try. It's a great accomplishment. Definitely a milestone tick off the list. Well, the thing is, I have a milestone. It's almost exactly a mile in. I reached it this morning on my little 2-mile training run. Then I turned back around and ran home. And when I reached out and I touched that milestone, as I do every single time for an entire year, hundreds and hundreds of times, I cried. Because that stone is now a friend of mine. I've seen it when I first reached that stone. The very first time, walking and jogging a little, that plan starts with a lot of walking. Walking is great. Uses the same muscles. Walking is great. I was shocked I had accomplished a mile. And then I turned around and I went back and I got home fine. Now a mile, and geez, I'm barely warmed up. But it's still there. I pull it and I said, you know what, old friend? I did it. I ran a marathon. On to the next challenge. Agreed. Well, next marathon is February 1st. Death Valley, California. Much less pageantry than Athens. Much smaller. Should be fun. Also not hot as hell because it's February. So it'll be amusing to say I ran a marathon in Death Valley. I like that. I have 3 of them coming up in 2025 already. There will be more. Am I done? No. Do I have these insane dreams? The Philly Running Club. Is this the real logo? No, this is Sourdust slapped us together, and I had. So what font do you want? Shit, I don't know. Deal with that later. It's not going to actually look like this. Also, blue, maybe not the best color. I tend to wear black when I run, not because I'm a black wolf, but because the singlet brand I like only comes in black, so it's kind of like Model T. Any color you like, as long as it's black. I kind of want there to be a rainbow on the shoulder supports because, yeah, well, a lot of us are queer, so yeah, we've got that going for us too. But it's, you know what? We're a bunch of outcasts, and you're following me as I run. So yeah, suck it up, bitch. I'm a marathoner. And no, the bib does not have your name on it. It has a number. Doesn't say marathon, although sometimes it does of the distance. But the number isn't important now. Hi, my name is Primrose, and I run marathons. All right. Our journeys touch others in ways we can't anticipate. You have done so much, Prim. For yourself and all of us. Thank you, Haru. Shit, I'm gonna cry. I'm not too big to cry. I cry a lot. It's not wrong. Thank you. Thank you, love. That means so much. Why am I here? Why do I do this? I stream because Cody asked me to play Outer Wilds and wanted to watch. After he kicked me out of his own stream because he thought it would be good for me because it's a game about starting over. And he knows exactly what happened to me. It did not affect me quite as much as it did him, although it was very impactful, but it wasn't the game, it was the stream. And he just said, oh, you just stream it on Discord or something. I just want to watch you play it. It's a fun game. I do highly recommend everyone play it, by the way, and don't read any spoilers. Please don't. You need to go into it naive. But anyway, the stream, I decided I would join so many I respect so much and try it myself. And this has become, I mean, geez, it's certainly not a job or anything. I'd make almost nothing. That's not why I'm doing this. I do this because furry streamers saved my life. In those dark days, 3 years ago, when I had nothing, I had no one. I was alone at the bottom of that pit, having lost everything. I, by chance, discovered, I saw that ad from Harbus that there were these furry streamers. It's like, oh my God, they're characters. This is the dream we had in Second Life, in IRC, and Forcadia. My God, it's the dream come to life. They're just their characters. So they do it. They do it well as an income, of course, but also for the gameplays and for the community, though. But these communities were welcoming and accepting and kind. And I met furs, and I met some of them quite intimately, and I know many of them. I've met many of these streamers in person now. And the spaces they provide, the communities they provide, are there because we're all broken in some way. We're all outcast. So I want to do the same, only implicitly. This is a space for furs. Doesn't necessarily have to be a furry, but most of us are, who just want a place you can be yourself. We do not shy away from the tough stuff here. I can't let you talk about certain things. I'm sorry. It's against TOS. And if you do feel that way, please do reach out to the authorities, because that is incredibly dangerous. But we can talk about a lot of things. And if you're having a shit day, I won't make you stop. I will be here to listen. I have been there. Most of the dark places of the mind where you can find yourself, I have been there myself. I want to give a space where somebody can feel better, and that they can see that, hey, this beaten down 50-year-old wolf who lost everything can run marathons. Maybe I can keep going. Maybe I'm not done. Maybe you can keep going. And that's all I ask. Just keep going. And I want to go with you. All right. It's whining at me about the ads again, and my watch is telling me I have to walk again. That's something that endurance running gives you, is an inability to sit still, or my legs become unhappy with me. Those plane rides sucked. Oh my God, it hurts so much. I would shake in the seat. I kept falling asleep lightly because I can't fall asleep in planes, but I'd sort of pass out and then jerk back awake. I think it's called like a myoclonic jerk or something, that thing you get just before you fall asleep. Well, I did that for hours and hours and hours. It was hell. Do not sit for too long. So we're going to take a stretch break. We're going to pop the ad, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this museum, the Marathon Runner Museum in Marathon, because I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. So we'll be right. Oh, I will read that when we return, Kyra. So let's take a quick ad break. Be right back. Okay. All right. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I think we're all right. Hi, we're back. I don't think I was too late this time. So yes, this whole thing about not being able to sit still is real. I walk out my door and have to walk. So thank you, Kyr. I am back. We all got to start again somewhere. Doesn't matter what our age is. We all have a purpose in life. We just need to reach out and find it in our own way. It's never too late to start again, like you have, Primi. Love that. And we're all proud of you and happy to have you in our... Thank you. I love you. I am going to cry ugly. You're amazing. And you did say about the traveling, and I kind of glossed over that. I'm sorry, but sure. I'd love to travel with Furs. Yeah, it's a lift financially, I know. It's tough, but sure. I'd go. I want this life. This life I have now. I travel, I go to cons, I travel to see Furs just themselves, I travel just to see places. And I travel because I run races. And I have partners I want to live with. I have things I want to see. The streaming, yeah, it's just a hobby, but sure, talk to Furs and all that, be in these communities, watch streams all the time. I want to retire. I'm sick of wasting so much time working, and I don't really need to anymore. And I certainly don't need it to provide a structure in my life anymore, which is why I continue doing it. Earth. Oh, come. Earth. Maybe later, Demi. Earth. Meep, no ugly tears. Yes. Wow. Kyr, you are such a giant sweetie. You are... I hope it's okay that I say I love you, because I do. Earth. Hey, I might give you shit for being horny, but truthfully, if that's what makes you enjoy life more than A. Well, I appreciate that. And so I will admit that in that VR stream, you kind of broke me there, and I started getting wound up, but you were joking, and I understand that, and you're being grumpy, but that kind of shattered me. So, but that was my fault. That was not yours. And you have this persona, and you joke and all that. You're great, love. Thank you. I am not unhappy. I'm not upset. I just, that confluence of events went badly, but that was mostly my own head. But yeah, and I am used to getting crap for it, and I'm totally serious about enjoying the bonks from Lance and all that, and I mean, and just I listened to Cody carefully, and how fucking lewd that dog is. Incredible. You should listen. You should hear him in person. Holy shit, he's worse. But I know there's a limit, but I can't talk about what I am now and what I do. But I want for us to be ourselves. You don't have to be as crazy as me. You don't have to be as wild as me, but I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be happy, and I want you to have a sense of accomplishment. And no, you don't have to run a marathon, but if you want to, I'll go with you. Yeah, I will. Earth, you're perfectly fine. Appreciate us. Well, then, I love you. And by the way, every time I always say that, I mean it. I had my ability to lie about anything serious burned out by the trauma of her death. I am no longer capable of being aloof. I have difficulty with sarcasm. This is a lot like her. And I am really kind of incapable of hurting people now. I am also very sensitive. Things hurt me really bad. So that's my own fault. Not even surprised at this point, to be honest. Very, very, very true, Demi. It's, yeah. But so what truly will ruin me, and I've gotten this multiple times now, is when Furs tell me that she is proud of me. And by the way, I'm bi, so, but yeah, I've repressed that my entire life. She would laugh her ass off. It's like, you, this stodgy, conservative, prematurely aged 43-year-old fox furry who repressed that his entire life. She didn't know that, but boy, was that true. Yeah, you became this? Yeah, that's hilarious. She would never turn up her nose. She would never be unhappy. She was always so accepting and so kind and so loving. She approached everyone with kindness as the first day, which is why I've rebuilt the Primrose persona to try to have that. When I'm trying to inhabit this person, just become this person. For real, it's hard because that's a high bar. But she would be kind, she would be accepting, but yeah, she would laugh her ass off. She would tease me like all fucking hell, but I hope she's happy. I don't know. I never will, but I hope she's happy. And I hope she can see me now that I can do this unbelievable thing and that I am loved and that I love and that I have a community. This blows me away. I have something of a community of my own. Holy hell. Earth. I'm making Astral do a lot of work in the server. Okay. I can't wait to see it. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, Sparky, your assistance has been invaluable. You are a mod par excellence. My channel is not worthy, and you have helped me so much. So thank you, love. Earth. I would think they would be proud of you for who you've become, how you've become much more. See, that's it right there. Because you're right. She would be happy about this. She told me her final instruction as she laid in that bed. She worried about me, not about herself. She lay dying over that horrible week. She told everybody around, she tried to set things up to take care of me. Take care of me because she knew I was going to be destroyed. I forgot a few permissions. If you need me to do something, let me know. Hopefully we're not all locked out. That would be annoying. Earth, I have faith in you, love. We'll fix it. Her instruction was that I was not to cone down like my mother had when at the end of her life, where there was nothing. The same thing over and over, the same day repeated over and over. I won't go into the details, but she had nothing. Her life had shrunk down. I saw this in a book I just finished, Lincoln Highway. Good book. Amor Tolls is a good author. Life is like a diamond on its side. It starts small when you're born, and then it grows. It grows. It becomes wider and interesting, and then it constricts back down again. It cones down. That coning down at the end is such a tragedy. And I was told directly to my face that I was not allowed to cone down because she was dead. Well, I think I can say with some confidence, given that I'm talking about having completed a marathon in my own fucking streaming channel to a furry community filled with furs, many of whom are in love with me, some of whom I've been with personally, that mission accomplished, my great love. I hope you're proud of me. And yes, I know you're laughing your ass off at me doing this, but that's okay. I deserve that. I do. Kyra, I'm very sensitive too, and I would never mean to hurt anyone, as we discussed yesterday. I remember that, love. You are very sweet, and I understand that urge to dive in a hole and pull it in after you, and to build up walls to protect yourself. But that we cannot do, because despite the fact that yes, you reach out to others and sometimes you withdraw a bloody stump back, you reach out your hand and get back a bloody stump, but the only way is to keep trying. We cannot live alone. We need each other. So yeah, I hope I'm pretty safe and innocuous. So yeah, you've always got me, and I love you. Compared to another place where someone got mad at me for banning Trump voters, and a VIP got mad about it and tried to use the raccoon suffix towards a raccoon, you're better. Oh, fucking hell. Ugh. Politics. I am so sorry, love. I am so sorry. That I am tiny. I am small, so I probably don't have any such individuals in my community. I don't think they would feel terribly welcome in a community packed to the gills with gay furries, but as long as they can behave themselves and didn't hurt and hate anyone, I don't care, but I don't think anyone who flounced that would be capable of doing that. So yes, you have my permission to get rid of them. It's what they do, not who they are, but unfortunately what they do has become part of who they are. It's terrible, and I tried really hard to stay away from everything related to the election. The day after I arrive in Athens, the guy at the fucking hotel when I was checking in asked me about the election. I asked more in Athens than I was asked at home. It blew me away. Because everyone in Greece was like, what is going on over there? And then it happened. I arrived there before the election. It happened while I was in Greece. I did vote. I did it by mail. No, I did not vote for him. But anyway, I heard, and then I got on and I looked at the news, which is something I told myself. I told all of you at a lecture like a month ago, don't look at news, but I broke that because I had to know. And then I got on Discord and Telegram with 2 transfers that I know, various degrees, doesn't matter, and tried to reassure them that the sky was not falling, that the world was not ending, that it did have support, and I was there for them. And I've tried to reassure multiple times. A lot of furs have run around enraged, and I get that. I really do. When Coyote and Lance started bellowing at dinner one night at AC, I just clammed up because I couldn't take it, because I try to be ignorant, which is not a good way to live. I couldn't take it. But I don't care about the events. I don't care about the policies. I know it's going to hurt a lot. I'm so sorry. But I care about the furs. At that point, when I was in Athens, when I was here now, I just want to stop anybody from doing something bad. I just want to be there. And if you know anybody that needs them to reach out, fucking tell them to telegram me. I will respond. Despite all this travel and everything I do, being so fucking busy, I will. Damn it. I'm slow, but I will. Because I care about furs. That's my calling now, is to be there for furs. That's what I do. Urf. I love you too. I have no arm tracker. I'd hug you. Kyre. Urf. that threw me for a loop there, Sparky. But yeah, those are accounts, obviously, but not that I've ever been here. But holy shit. Oh my God, what are we doing in this world? I swear. I want to be a wolf. The problem is I can't just be a wolf and run around and say, I'm a happy wolf, fuck me in the ass and call me a good boy, because everyone I care about is being hurt. And I'm insulated by the fact that I'm a middle-aged white guy with money, but those that I care about are getting hurt. And oh yeah, if they figured it out, they'd probably hurt me too. So fuck. Flat out say I don't care about politics, right, to anyone who's trying to talk about it. Something that I do. I flat out say I don't care about politics, right, to anyone who's trying to talk about it. Right. Something I do others not so much. Thank you. And yes, I do not want to argue about it. We're not going to argue about that here. I care about the furs. If you're stressed and you're worried and you're upset, talk to me. I will be there. I have experience in talking down furs from the ledge. I have experience at breaking furs out of panic attacks over VR. I've done it before. I will be there. I want to take care of furs. I want to make sure that everyone's okay. That's my purpose. That's what I care about. Good boy, Prim. Thank you, Kyra. You can only do what you can, even if supporting people and giving reassurance. That's all I can do. I didn't care about the events. The screaming. Nietzsche, I probably pronounced that wrong. Nietzsche said, be careful when you stare into the darkness, for the darkness stares back. It was so right. The darkness of those online comment forums is deep and it stares back. Don't do it. It will suck your soul out and it will destroy you. We are here to support each other. We're here for each other, and I know there are a lot who will be affected very badly by this, and all I can do is say I'm here for you, which is inadequate, and I'm sorry, but that's what I can do. You put us for... Anyway, so I love this so much. This is why I stream. It's not for the game. It's for the community. It's for the furs. Oh, you guys are making me so happy tonight. It's amazing. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the museum. So my aunt and I, we went back to Marathon, took a few of those pictures afterwards. The ones where the thing was empty was afterwards at the stadium. Just next to the stadium is the Olympic Run Museum at Marathon in Greece. This is one of two statues given by a city in China that also hosts its own marathon. There were so many, everything was given here by athletes, by the countries, by the organizing events. The memorabilia in here is insane how much there is. And I love this picture because this guy is a runner. You can tell because he's looking at his watch. Yeah, we do that a lot. He's looking at his watch. That cracks me up. So they have so many things in this museum. It's astounding. I'm not going to go into all the details. I don't know most of the details, but the history and the pageantry here. So this guy, the Greek greats from 100 years ago or more, these runners, who are revered as legends. Some of them have streets named after them in Athens. Well, here's the Olympic medal this guy won 100 years ago. They've got it. The memorabilia goes on and on and on. There are so many. Wow, walking dog. Let's get a little less aggressive. How about that? It's a cute song, but a little too aggressive. Goes on and on. Torches. I thought, oh my God, they have a torch from the Olympic torch relay. They have a torch from every single Olympic torch relay from back to 1896 and the start of the modern Olympics. They have these big wall presentations from every single modern Olympics going back to 1896 with the list of participants and finishing times for the marathon, because it's the Marathon Museum, so that's the one they focus on. The torches were donated by athletes who participated in the torch relay that sent it to the Marathon Museum specifically. They had stories about this. These walls went on forever. This place was huge. The memorabilia was astounding. We spent hours, and there were like 3 people here. 2 days after the marathon. This is such an evocative museum. It's also really fucking hard to get to, but it's so worth it. Just goes, there's another torch. There's more. This is just another hallway. I have more photos. I didn't take photos of every hallway. It goes on forever. It was so impressive. I like collecting coins. I'm a runner. So here are coins about the Olympic marathon. Oh, make me a happy wolf. Wow. Yeah. This little guy destroyed me. They have this little bear, which was given out in his thousands to kids as a mascot of a Moscow Olympiad decades and decades ago. This little toy bear. They had a big one as a part of the opening ceremony. A mascot for the kids. I hope these kids enjoyed their little plush bear. And I know a lot of these kids are dead now. And it hits so hard. But we've got him. Preserved forever. That great big beautiful smile when everything is okay and safe and happy, and you get to watch the athletes do amazing things in the Olympics, and you don't have to worry about anything else for just a little while, even though it goes away and you do have to worry and it comes up and it gets you. But for just a little while, just to be protected by that little bear. God, that hurt. God, that hurt. Just case after case after case after case after case of this memorabilia. It's truly astounding. This is an aerial photograph of the marathon stadium where the race started. This is, it says, is from 2010. Nothing has changed in the subsequent 14 years. That starting corral is exactly where I started. That holds one group, one block. There are 12 blocks. I was in the last block. There were 2,000 or more in my block. And we lined up and we started and ran through. You run out the bottom there. That's the starting line. And that thing at the top, that structure at the very top at the back there are doors that open up to let everyone through. And there are steps underneath. I sat on those steps for a while because it was out of the wind. So I've been all along this. That running track, I circled around it twice, warming up. That field, that's where all those blue ponchos were. That's where we were all warming up. And you see the photograph at the top of the stadium, the Panhellenic Stadium with the finish that's outlined in blue at the upper right, just to the upper left, excuse me. Just to the left of that actual photograph, there is the locker room and the shower rooms from that I showed at the first. So yeah, that's where I was. This is a photograph of an airfield. There were helicopters circling over my race. It was publicized. It was broadcast live by the Greek version of PBS. Mercy, what a crowd. The thing is, this is one block. There were 12 blocks. We had 21,000 runners. And then we had probably 100,000 spectators along the course. In Athens, it went on forever. Jammed wall-to-wall spectators. I couldn't even see how many there were because I was running at the time. This is a pageantry beyond all belief. And Greece, Athens, is not a world marathon major. There are 6 of those. Those are the biggest marathon races in the entire world. Anyone can race in them. For 5 of them, you have to win a lottery to get in. I applied for Tokyo. I did not win. Sorry. That would have been a hell of a story. For Boston, you have to be really fucking fast. You have to qualify. I'm going to be 50 in a month. For 50, it's about 3:35. 3:35 is really fucking fast. Holy shit. That's like 740 minute mile for 26 miles. I can run a 740 mile. I can do one. No fucking way can I do 26. Fuck no. God. Whew, yeah, so that's going to take some work. But yeah, this anyway, they did I read that little thing on the podium there. This is when they did a commemorative run, supposedly the 25th anniversary of the run of Philippides after the Battle of Marathon. So that would, I guess, be 1990. All of this, of course, is all just sort of for show because, yeah, Philippides didn't actually run from Marathon to Athens, and also he didn't die at the end. That's a legend. So, but still, it's nice. They've got helmets, and the lantern is not really period specific for ancient Greece, and the torch is not. But whatever, it's cute. So we had that. It goes on forever. I just started shooting in random directions with my photographs. It's impossible to track. I mean, all of these awards, all donated by the victors of these races who gave it to the museum, because if you're an endurance runner, this is the holy grail. This place is the most holiest spot on earth. They had a movie playing there on that screen. Almost nobody was sitting there. I sat and watched it, where they would talk about the history of the modern marathon, and then they had an actor playing the part of Philippides running down trails in Greece, because of course there was no road when he supposedly ran it. And then he ran in and they had the Greek tragedy and all that because he died. That's the part we trained to avoid. Yeah, so I didn't die. Yay me. And then this is also, geez, look at that. This is right next to the movie screen. This is just one hall. This is also the town hall for the town of Marathon, because Marathon's a small little place. So yeah, that's like the boardroom of the town council. Then in the back, it's also where the bathrooms are for the museum. So yeah, we could get back there. And this is some of the memorabilia from the Athens Marathon, the authentic, which after I think they held the Olympics themselves in, I think it was 2004. They designated this course and they've run it every year ever since. My medal doesn't quite look like that. It's circular, but I have one of those. I finished one of those. They issue those shirts with a new color every year for the 41st 2024 Athens Authentic Marathon. It's pink. I own one of those shirts. I don't think I'm going to use it as a house shirt. All my other race shirts are house shirts because I have so many of them. Yeah, that's kind of a special shirt. That's a con shirt. Maybe I'll bring it to MFF. Maybe you get to watch me wear it. Yeah. It's a tech shirt too. A whole lot of runners wore it on the race because you can. It's a lot of giving us a cotton shirt for a race shirt is kind of defeating the purpose, but yeah, that's this was a tech shirt. You can wear this when you run, so it's good. And that's it. That's, sorry, lots of photos and stuff. Excuse me. I am so tired. But yeah, we're looping back around. Primrose runs a marathon. I have never watched that movie. I should. I watched the preview and I was turned away by the fact it was so silly. But now I see that what they're trying to do is they're trying to show the transformative effect of pulling off something this hard on a very silly character, but she's not so silly to me anymore because now you see another silly character in front of you who changed his entire life and ran a marathon. And that's me having finished the entire race. I love you all. I got nothing left. That's, what time is it? It's 8. Shit, 2 solid hours of just talking. This was a big one. I spent a lot of time out there on that course. I don't bring my headset, so I didn't have the music going, and listening to everything else going on was really something else too. But I spent a lot of time thinking about what I would tell you. Or what do I do here? And I've done a terrible job of it. It's so much more evocative in my head. Some of those speeches I give, big stages, packed auditoriums. Oh my God, they're something else. Will I ever do it? Fuck no. I'd fuck that up so bad. But I never say never. But I hope I can somewhat convey the unbelievable, just how monumental this is. It takes everything. You have to change your entire life. You have to dedicate yourself for more than a year. A year is honestly not enough. I do things very fast. But it is possible. And one of the foundational principles of doing something really hard is that you have to realize that our bodies are capable of almost anything. It's really kind of amazing what the body can pull off, especially when you train for this long, this hard. You have to train your mind, your soul, your heart. Not your heart cardiovascular, although that's certainly helped. I have a resting heart rate of 38, and I turned 50 in a month. My VO2 max is 49, which is at the very top of the charts. That is spectacular for someone of my age. I am in unbelievable shape. But you have to train your heart. Because like I had at 30 kilometers, like I've had 2 miles in on a 5K, 4 miles in on a 10K, I don't know, somewhere on my first half marathon and here on my first marathon, you reach that point where you want to quit. It'd be so easy. I saw runners give up and walk off over and over again, and nobody cares. It's fine. You get a DNF. You don't get a medal, whatever. You weren't ready. Come back, try again. And honestly, if you try again, then that's fine. But it's so easy to quit. It's so easy to give up. There's so many opportunities. And it takes everything you have. Everything you can be. Everything that you believe. Everyone that you know that loves you, that supports you, that is rooting for you. Everyone who is here for me. Everyone that you've lost. Everyone that you have yet to meet. Everyone that you're running with. These people around here, the Chinese ladies and the guy with the shirt about hedgehogs, and I will never know these people again, but I ran a marathon with them. It's amazing. It takes everything. You need to put everything into your heart, because simply taking one more step, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, takes everything you have. And yes, I fell to a walk. Kilometers 30 to 35 were terrible. My pace was horrific. Everyone got worried. And then they said, wow, you sped up. What the heck? You were slowing down. I knew you were getting tired, but then you got, well, what happened? It's not that I got tired. I was tired halfway through. It's that I ran out. And then I remembered all of you. And I stopped feeling sorry for myself for walking. And when they say dig deep, when they say reach into yourself, this is what they mean. When they say that we have more, thank you, Kyra, I need more actually. When they say, get this thing off my head, damn it, Earth. There we go. Thank you. We'll sit up. Earth. When they say you need to believe, I'm not a religious wolf. I don't go anymore. It's important to my wife, but I don't think they really want me anymore, considering I'm a gay poly furry. But you have to believe. You don't have to believe in some amorphous higher power. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can, that everyone is pulling for you, and that they are willing to loan you their strength. Some of the songs in my playlist come from individual furs. And when that song comes up in the rotation, it's like I'm drawing strength from them. I hope they get it back. Boy, thank you. And you did the most wonderful, hon. You have inspired. Oh, Kyra. Sorry, that's Astral. Sorry, Astral. I love you, Astral. I can't wait for Thursday. Earth. Exactly. Wow. See, this is why I could finish. This right here. This right here. Over here for all of you. Right over there in the chat there. I spent 3 years when I was down in that hole in the dark, hiding as her. Yeah, Primrose was a female character originally because I wanted to increase my response rate in RP. And boy, did she work. Holy hell, she was popular wolf S. Yeah, but I've never been trans, and I'm undeserving of that moniker. But I was hiding. She was my suit of armor because I myself was destroyed and had nothing and could only hide. I don't hide anymore. I mean, a whole lot of face reveals today. Yeah, I'm pretty tall too. Yeah, I'm 6'5". When you're 30 kilometers into a marathon and you need something, well, I've got a couple hundred furries that care about me. That helps. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, have thinking that you're all running with me is, yeah, that helps, that you want me to finish. You want me to continue, that I can inspire you by actually pulling this off. Yeah, you need motivation. People say, oh, get motivated. You need to find something to motivate you to do something like this. I have more motivation than you can shake a stick at. I get furs, like all of you have been telling me tonight, that I actually need to sleep, because I will cut that out because I have so much to do and I have so much motivation. I say, I'll sleep later. I'll just keep going and do more stuff. So yeah, I motivation is not a problem for me. I have a lot because, and I will not say I do not know how this happened. I know exactly how it happened, but it still seems incredible to me. Just truly incredulous that I have a goddamn army of support cheering for me. You all could fill this stadium. It's incredible. And that this new life that I have had to build after having the old one ripped away is full of so many incredible individuals, so many loving and supportive and wonderful people, furs of all species, whatever. And I am so lucky. And that when the power of furries, that's actually not a bad motto. We could put that up here on the singlet there. Yeah, make a sign. I'm kind of wearing one. Now, of course, having a vest over it would kind of get in the way, but you know, logistics, we'll figure that out. But yeah, everybody had shirts and stuff with shit printed on it and all that. A whole lot of these people had worked for years and years and years training for this. See, the guy behind me is wearing the pink race shirt, but the guy, the green shirt, I don't know what that is. But anyway, so a bit of a scroll through a few here. But get to the actual race one. So look at that. There's, I mean, this guy's got a football jersey. I mean, but there were a whole bunch of them that had custom shirts with their names on them. That because of their group, there were like 5 of them running abreast, cross the finish line together. It was really something to see. Would I make a furry running club singlet? Yeah, I would. Would I wear it? Yeah, I would. Would I probably get attacked eventually for it on the street somewhere? Probably. But I do it anyway because I get to inspire all of you. And I want... somebody runs up and hugs me. I want everybody watching to see, hey, Furry Running Club, founder, Primrose, on the back. What the fuck is that? But that's... that... all those furs that can pull off... oh, fuck, they run marathons. Wow. Those degenerate, worthless furries. Hey, maybe there's something to them after all. There's a whole shitload of them run marathons. That's what I want to do. That's my crazy dream. Hey, crazy dreams come true. Yeah, I ran a marathon. That's a crazy dream. I stream. That's a crazy dream. I have a community. That's a crazy dream. Oh, by the way, I want to start having VR chat nights. I love going to streamers' VR chat nights. And then it finally hit me. I could have my own. That's a heady concept. That's a heady concept right there. This will be in the new year. I'm a little busy the rest of this year. I am deeply sorry for that, but I'm a bit of a busy wolf. So, Earth, I would wear it too. So, yeah, you finished there, Astral. I will make you pull off whatever shirt you're wearing in a room packed with a whole bunch of other furries. And as they cheer like mad, I will stuff that singlet on you that says Furry Running Club Finisher Astral. And that will be the best moment of my entire life. So yeah, let's do that. That would be great. I would love that. Yeah, the inspiration stuff that I have in my head is insane. Yeah, here we are back in Athens, but I want to get to more of the others. Okay, so there's the race picks again here. Can't see, but see, like the guy in the back there, he's got the pink race shirt and all that. Very happy would be my goal. Well, I'll send you the plan. There is one thing about this, that yes, I can motivate people, I can run with them, but you have to run every step yourself. This is an individual sport. That's what makes it so pure. That's why they give everybody a medal. Because everybody runs their own race, and it is unbelievably hard, but we can do it. We can do it. It is possible. We are not done. Yeah, I thought it was done. I thought after she died, I had this short 8-year period in my life, and then who knows how long of unhappiness, just like all those years before where I was so alone. I was wrong. People told me there were more chapters and I did not believe them, but I was wrong. Here I am in another one, talking to all of you about pulling this unbelievable thing off. I'll be going to a con in a little over a week and seeing a lot of you. It's just amazing. There's, 21,000 marathoners. I don't know how many actually finished. Not 21,000, that's for sure. So many didn't prepare and just gave up. But thousands and thousands and thousands. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Thousands and thousands of us did. And every single one of us had something to prove. I don't know how many were furries. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I think I might be the only furry wolf streamer who was there to run a marathon and to prove to his community that they can do it too. I might be wrong about that, but I think there's a pretty small number of us who were there doing that. I'm going to fall out of my chair if you keep sending me those messages, Kyra, because I am very easily suggestible. Oh my God. Wow, I could use the hell out of that. Yeah, I'm a little sore. I mean, I told you about the flights home. I mean, Athens was a tough place to run a first race, but God, was it worth it. Yeah, there will be more pictures. I have lots of pictures of like the Acropolis and the museums and me in front of the Parthenon, for God's sakes. The Parthenon! I mean, it's the Parthenon! Oh my God! It's a lot bigger than it looks on TV. Holy shit, it's huge. It's just, oh yeah, this trip was incredible. Because, yeah, I've been Primrose for a while. Having returned, my goal, I accomplished a lot of goals on this trip. Yeah, I ran a full marathon. That was a big one. I traveled to another place. That was a nice one. I saw things I never saw before. That was nice. I saw a family I had never seen before that lives in Greece. That was good. I should have done that a while ago, but I did. And when I came back, hi, my name is Primrose. I'll put that on my fucking driver's license now. This plan of becoming this character, well, hey, it worked. I am this person now. The old me, destroyed and wasted and angry and upset, is gone. He didn't make it back. I enjoy giving others massages. I will moan very loudly. I have done that before, a massage, and that doesn't mean stop. Oh God, that sounds so good. This stream is going to go into NSFW territory so fast. Oh, Kyra, you are such a sweetie. I love you to death. Such a joy. How did I go so many decades without meeting all these wonderful furs? I do not know. Well, we have this technology. We have the streams now. We have these abilities to get together. And oh yeah, we have VR. I love VR. So yes, there will be meetups in the new year for the community. ! Discord. this will become more of a community. There will be more run reports. There will be more races. There will be posts, Anubis willing, of others of you doing your run reports. I want it to not just be me. Please. Please. If you just talk about it in my Discord, please. I want to see it. It's been a while, but I am decent at that. Yeah, I am really beat up. Holy moly. Thing is, I run 1,200 miles in training, and 6 days a week. I did not notice when I was increased from 4 days a week training to 5 days by my coach, and then from 5 to 6. It took my partners actually saying, "Oh yeah, we looked. You talk about your schedule. You are aware that you're running 6 days a week now." It's like, really? It took me like 2 months to figure that out, but I have a coach that does all my programming. This watch on my wrist right now reads it off the internet, and I wake up, I press a few buttons, and I do what I'm told because I'm a good boy. I almost sold that to her once. That was dangerous. But I have doctors, physical therapists. Not so much now, but all that. But so all of this staff, but nobody bothers to tell the horse. I just do what I'm told. I just run. Earth. Did I hear massage? I could use several. You and me both, puppy. Earth. That work does not. Yeah, and I work my knot into you. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. I try my best, sir. Earth. I'll give up. I do have an NSFW section of my Discord, by the way, if you age verify, where you can get as loot as you want talking about that, by the way. Just saying. Earth. Because of course, I like full sus chats, therefore I allow that and encourage it in my own. We are only limited by TOS here. And I also like sussy sections in servers, so I like that in my own. And oh yeah, that meetup, yeah, we're going to start out sussing, get worse. So, moving on. Anyway, yeah, I have established a community and you're all talking to each other and I'm facilitating. Oh my God, I'm a happy wolf. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, fuck it. I'll say it. I don't know what happens when we die. Nobody does. What happens, we don't know. Does it just wink out? Do you lose consciousness your last time and it's gone? Does the universe fade away? Or is there something more? I don't know. But a lot of faiths have the concept of a test. I have Egyptian papyrus hanging over me, showing the Last Judgment. I've seen it in the Sistine Chapel with my own eyes. Spectacular paintings, by the way. Murals, excuse me. Frescoes. Get it right, Prim. Frescoes. But anyway, so you have to explain yourself. You have to say, were you good? Did you help others? Do you improve the world? Or did you only worry about yourself? Did you just take and take and take? And I've done a lot of bad things in my life. I have a lot of things to atone for. But if that does actually happen, and Lord Anubis weighs my heart against the feather of Matt and says, well, what have you got to say for yourself, bub? I mean, heart's looking kind of heavy there. Feather's going up. Anything to say? I want to be able to tell him about how I helped first. I helped all of you. That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing it because I care about you, Earth. So when am I flying over for that trip? Let's talk Earth. Although I'm usually the one that does the flying, I have actually flown out to see furs who were in distress to us tech. But since I can fly for nothing, non-revving is great. The only problem with it is that I am the very last person to get on that airplane. So if it's full, they will leave me behind. I have been left behind hundreds of times. That is the cost. And then there is the stress. My poor partners in DMs, in Telegram, know very well about this because they've been subject to this multiple times of me stressing the fuck out. Oh, God, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to get on. Fuck, all the plans are screwed up. My life is shit. Oh, this is a bad idea. And then like 15 minutes later, oh, I made it. I'm on the plane. I'm on the plane. This is the emotional roller coaster and a half right there, courtesy of Primrose, over and over again. I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do it next week because I fly out for Thanksgiving and I'm non-revving there because I'm insane. And then there's MFF, and then there's Christmas, and then there's I'm a busy wolf. Earth. LOL, I just think you wanted me to wait a while to make you a server, and I did it anyways. Now see where you... Okay, you're not wrong. Damn it. Earth! Yeah, It's because I hated myself, and I thought I would never be anything, and I had this insane goal that I had to hit 100 simultaneous viewers, which is never going to happen. Famous last words. Because also I didn't want to compete with all the streamers that I love. That they need us to make an income then to live for themselves. I subscribe to 7 different servers, streams, because I support them and I know it makes a difference because I've listened to them talk about their finances in person to me. So I did not want to be competition, but that's not how it works because I've had streamer after streamer after streamer help me and congratulate me and show up and buy a subscription to me. What the fuck? All my founders badges, or a lot of them, are other streamers. What the hell? And they support me, and then, jeez, like clockwork. LOL. Yeah, so true. I wish I was creative with ideas to help people. Kyre, you are unbelievably helpful. You are sweet and loving and kind and attentive. And are you kidding me? That is unbelievably great that you are helping me like crazy. Holy shit, love. Don't sell yourself short. Earth. Hey, I can help out with that if you need, Kyre. Yeah. Well, I don't want to pimp you out or anything, Astral, but yeah, Astral set things up. So he's good with the discords. Earth. Yeah. Crazy how life turns out in it. Yeah. Yeah. I say I was wrong a lot because I was wrong. I thought I had it all figured out, and then I lost it all, and I thought I was done. I thought it was over, just waiting to die. But boy, was I wrong. Look at this. This insane stuff that I do now, running a bloody marathon. It's who does that? Who that 48 decides they're going to lose 1/3 of their body weight and actually pulls it off? No pills, no surgery, just will. And then after 4 failed attempts, decides they're going to run, and in a year completes a full marathon. Who the fuck does that? It's got to be a pretty rare amount, but you know what? I did. And the reason why is all of you. You're why. That's why I do it. That's why I'm going to keep doing it. That's why I'm going to drag your fuzzy butts with me so that you can feel like this and you can have this massive sense of accomplishment all the time. And then later, when I'm gone, you can say, you know what? I did that. Nobody can... Little up there, working dog. Let's chill. Okay, that's a little more chill. That's better. Okay. I did that. I pulled that off. No one can take that away from me. Because I did that. That's what I want to give you. That's what I want to give you. I don't want to give you a whole bag of injuries and pain. You'll get that. Trust me. I've injured myself repeatedly. And I hurt all the time. Although this does make you pretty fucking tough. Pie socks don't work on me. I want to give you that massive sense of accomplishment that when everything else sucks, that life is beating you down, you can at least think, hey, I ran a 5K. I ran a half. I ran a full, maybe. I can do that. I'm not broken. I'm not gone. I'm not a failure. I didn't give up. Yes, I had to try and try and try again and run and try and work and again and again and again, but I did it! I am capable of doing this unbelievable thing. And I'm not talking about myself, god damn it. I'm talking about you. I struggle with motivation too. Plus I get distracted easily on top of that. Yeah, I know how that works, but well, you've got this big ugly black wolf to motivate you to get your butt out there, to get out there and keep going. And because you know what? If you want to make it a religious thing and report to a bunch of furs every single time you run or you exercise, you do anything, you walk, hey, I got a service for you. Slap it right there in my server. Yeah, please fill that general chat with these things. I would love to see that every day. This is not the Prim Show. This is the Furry Running Club. And there are more than one of us. At least there will be. Right now we have one marathon finisher. One. I want 1,000. I want 1,000. I want so many. I want huge, giant meetings that won't fit in rooms. I want cheering crowds, right? All of you sob your eyes out because you pulled this fucking off, and here's your singlet. Now put it on. And so I can hug you. We can cry together. That's what I want. You aren't ugly. Take that. Wow, Earth. I'm sorry. All right, I'm not ugly. I actually do accept being called cute. Although I always had a secret. It just bounced off. But I'm trying to be better about that. Self-loathing is powerful stuff. And I do say that Samuel did not make it back from Athens. But it's not that simple. But this was a huge, huge step because all of you care about me. And after pulling off some massive thing like this, is it really valid to say that I'm worthless and that I should hate myself because I'm such a failure? Because I couldn't save her. Because I couldn't save her. And the answer to that, of course, is no. It's not valid to say that. But it's taken me 5.5 years to get there. So I can understand it'll take a little while, but you know what? You've got a lot of us to support you. You've got a lot of us to motivate you. You've got a lot of us to be there with you. And no, you don't have to run. I would love if you did. All I want you to do is try. All I want you is to not give up and just to keep going. I bought new pen nibs for my stylus. I want to get back into drawing. Oh, you did show me your art. I remember that. Yes. I can't draw to save my life. My stick figures look like they suffered horrible accidents, so I'm always impressed with artists. Only done furry art once, and I want to learn it again after 8 years. Well done. I want to commission you. I'll send you my ref. These refs were drawn for me when I became Prim by wonderful artists that I stayed with for a month in Norway. They helped me so much, those two. Took me in as a rescue. And then took photographs of me and made a ref of me. That's me. Drawn from life. Except for the furry stuff. Except for the wool stuff, of course, which is a real shame. So that would be nice. Also, I'd love to have fur, because fuck, I'm cold all the time now. Holy shit, Earth. Also, fur is cute, but ain't no good at furry art. Well, that means you have to practice. And what's with this self-deprecating stuff, Kyra? You're not letting me do that. Why do you think it's okay for you to do that here? Uh-oh. Shit, here comes the ads. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. Everybody chill. Go away. Where's it? Okay. All right. It's gonna go. Okay, so here we go again. Everybody get up and walk. Yeah, my watch is bitching at me. Okay. Quick break. We'll be right back. Earth. All right. So for those of you who are not in ad hell, I'm back. I am enabled. I am going. This is good. For those of you who are, we'll just not have content for a little while. I want to practice to draw friends and loved ones. Well, if I can be so bold as to qualify myself in that second group, I would be deeply appreciative, and I also pay for furry art. I commission more than 40 pieces as her, every single one of which is salacious. I do like NSFW art of myself too, but it doesn't have to be, but I would be honored. Yeah, I'd be honored to send you my refs, and you can do what you will with me. Earth, welcome back, everyone. Earth! You've got this. I'm sure you're a great artist. I have so much respect for artists. I know why they made these AI things, but I do not like it for furry art because it's so obviously wrong, and it bothers the heck out of me. And it's just, I know so many artists. I have slept with multiple artists. I have a lot of respect for furry artists. I've been a furry my entire life. Furry art has been the thing that I've enjoyed with a capital E for my entire adult life. So I kind of like furry artists. Yes, Earth. Mine is because I've only won it once back in 2016. So I'm higher that I'm having trouble parsing that one. I've only won it once back in 2016. So sorry, I think I haven't drawn since 2016. Done it. Reading is fundamental. Meet the keys. This is welcome back. Thank you, Kyra. Thank you, Demi. J-Rock, love. Thank you, you sweet wolf. Thank you for joining. Yes, sorry it hit me in the middle of an ad break, but Earth, hello. I finished. I've got pictures. Let's see. We'll rewind a little bit here. As I've done this, we've been around this cycle like 3 times, but I've got pictures of the race and everything. Oh, jeez. I went the wrong way. There we go. Ha! There I am. That's me. I finished the marathon. I did it. That's me. Urgh. I won't take payments while learning. I appreciate the offer. Well, all right, we'll have to fight about that. But if you want to use this character, giggity, you have my permission. Absolutely. I would be honored if you would draw art of me. And if you are willing, I will post it all over the place. I have an FA. My FA is really old. It goes back to 2005. It's like 4 days after the site went stable. My FA account can drink, which is really something. But yeah, in the server, multiple servers. If it's an FSW, it goes in more servers. I did put some of her pictures, a lot of them in not F list, that were there too, but that's a different thing. But in 621, which is fine. I have no problem with 621, but fuck, it takes a while to upload all those tags. I mean, their tagging system is wonderful, and I totally understand it, but you have to be dedicated, and I want to make it right. I want first to find this art. And I use the 621 all the time, but fuck, it takes a lot of effort. Holy shit, that takes a long time. Yes. So proud that you made it, love. Thank you, J-Rock. Thank you, love. I appreciate that immensely. This was monumental. I've said about this earlier. I'll say it again. I've done 20-mile training runs, and I did not know. It took everything. And yes, I fell to a walk between like 30 and 35 kilometers in multiple points. And I am not ashamed of that because I was out. But I started running again. And towards the last 4 or 5 kilometers, I ran solid. I didn't run fast, but I ran. And I ran into that stadium. Also, I didn't actually take 6:15. They started me almost an hour later than the official start, the clock time. So my chip time is 5 hours and 20, which is not spectacular, but is well under the standard 6-hour surrender time for almost every marathon. The surrender time, they want the streets back, so they will make you stop. They will DNF you. But Athens was very accommodating. They had an 8-hour surrender time, which is one of the reasons I selected it. But a 6-hour surrender time, I was ruined. I was slow. I walked a lot. I was a mess on this, and I got 5:20. So I can do faster than that, considerably faster. And if I'm ruined, I can do 5, and that's still very comfortably safe. So I feel a lot better for all the other marathons I sign up for, which have 6-hour surrender times. So yeah, I'm good. And I will get stronger because my halves keep getting faster. I run a sub 2-hour half marathon. I've done it twice. So yeah, a strong fucking wolf. Uses respectfully. Yes, I love being used. Sorry, losing track here. So much love and support for you, Prim. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate. Well, I want to give it back. I don't want to give it back. I want to make it bigger. Love does not go away when you send it out. That's how it expands. One of the reasons I'm poly, because if you love a whole bunch of furs, you get so much back. Oh, it's just amazing. Oh God, it's so incredible. I love you all so much. Oh yeah, you did link that at one point. I might have looked through it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Demi. Sorry, love. Don't have it. Oh, my FA. Oh yeah. With that's all her art. I have some art of male Prim. Yes, of me with the Ed Fox account. My really old account. That's my old Sona name, by the way. But the Primrose Wolfist account is separate, but that's obviously still there. I will never take that down. I know what furry art is for, and I know a lot of furries are enjoying themselves to that, and that's why I bought it. Thank you very much. So I would never take that down, and it's always there. That's a part of my life that is now over. I don't have time for a whole bunch of text RP anymore, and also I'm just me now. So yeah, you can RP with me online, but it's me. It's actually me. I don't have an FA nor a blue sky. I'm really out to do with social media. The only problem with FA is that it is necessary to have an account to see anything more than the safe for work stuff. Maybe about half of the art on my current account is safe for work. The other half is not. Although we can get around that point where I can just send you them directly. So that's always a possibility. We'll talk in our DM. Blue Sky. Twitter/Blue Sky I've always been kind of ambiguous about. I was big into Twitter years ago, but Twitter is one of those things where the darkness stares back, especially now because it's a really dark place after the election. So there's been this huge exodus of furries to Blue Sky. I've had a Blue Sky account for a little while. I have problems with it because, for one, it's full of self-aggrandizing posts about, oh, it's so much nicer over here. It's like, that's great. Shut the fuck up. I want to see the content. I want to see the art. I want to see how you're doing. Don't talk to me about the program. And then it would do non-furry stuff. It's like Twitter at least learned that, hey, I'm a furry. Show me furry stuff. So it's getting better, but it's got... I've sworn off of social media repeatedly over the last 15 years or so that it's existed. But I do post run reports. I forget a lot. I do post stream things. I don't get clipped, but I do post the alerts about the streams because I post them in like a dozen servers of those promo channels. I have a promo channel of my own now. No one's ever used it, but no one ever looks at these promo channels. They're full of stuff. So it's like, yeah, that's not good advertising. But furs are here that I don't know anyway. So somebody must be figuring me out somehow. Most are... Twitter is really annoying now. Yeah, there's so many ads and there's so much crap, so much political shit. It's ridiculous. It was rough right after the election. And I looked through it, of course, because I needed to learn what the hell is going on. Terrible way, but oh God, sitting there at a dessert cafe in Athens, thinking that I didn't want to come home. 49, I swear I'll eat you up. Oh, okay. I'm down. Yeah. Well, there's me in age. I am 49. I will be 50 in a month. Yeah, I think most are migrating to Blue Sky. Not entirely sure though. You're exactly correct, Kyra. There seems to be a huge exodus after the election. Fair, I signed up for Blue Sky on my birthday, but I've yet to actually do something. Yes. I am not advocating for it. There does seem to be a general furry exodus. Hopefully it's successful, but social media has its problems, these Twitter-like programs, because they're terrible art archives. And you can't really follow an artist or anything. You can see a lot of new stuff, but you can't see any of their old works and all that. So this is why FA is great, but you do need an account for FA. It is out, but it's free. So it's really, you're not losing a lot there. I'm going to delete most of my socials and I barely use them. Valid, J-Rock. I mean, social is tough. I do use it more now because I am a content creator of sorts and trying to reach out a little, but I do just like seeing the art, but I get a lot of that already. I'm making an account after getting back into drawing. I feel like I need a reason to make a new social media account. Well, posting your artwork is what Fur Affinity is for. And do not feel that you have to meet some standard. You put your heart and soul into and made it the best art it can be. And it's something that you're working on. And also it gives you the ability years later to go back and look. It's like, hey, that's where I was and look at where I am now. So I highly encourage you to do that. FA is the best furry archive out there because it's the biggest. It's Jupiter. So it's great. I've been on FA a long time. I was very sad when Dragoneer died. He and I talked briefly. That was a tragedy. The thing he did for this fandom is hard to quantify. That's why I gave him a eulogy in my tiny little stream. Well, if you need a place to showcase your art, I've heard Blue Sky's tools for that. Well, wait, so there's an actual archivey thing? I barely use FA anymore this day. I think my last upload was 2021. I've wiped and re-uploaded several times. Wow. Oh my. I would never remove anything out of my galleries, but of course all of my art is commissioned. I can't draw to save my life, but I post it as widely as I can for several reasons. One, I know what furry art is for, and I I have no bones about that, and I think it's totally valid because I do that myself. So, yeah, I give it to the furries to enjoy. I want the artists to get as much exposure as possible, and I always link back so they can get more work because they deserve more work. And also, I want to look at it myself. Yes, I have all these things locally, but I like seeing it in that gallery. I like seeing the comments. I like seeing that. I wish FA had a cum counter like Fur Nation did decades ago. This is way before a lot of you were even around, but yeah, I know what you're all doing to the art, and I kind of like that. But that's because I'm me. I guess it'd be my green and blue sky. Well, entirely your choice, but Twitter is kind of vestigial for furry art now. It's too bad, and there's so much direct that shows up in the feed. It's really annoying. I recommend targeting artists for a what counter? So this was something invented way back in the early days in the internet by wags who were joking that it's the equivalent of the pages of a porn magazine sticking together. So there'd be a counter next to furry art pieces that if you enjoyed it, you hit that counter and you could watch the count go up. I kind of want that. Earth. As long as I've been a furry, I've yet to pop my... Well, to each their own. You have to pop your NSFW. It tells one's age. Yeah, your wolf has been around. Your wolf has been around. Do you remember? I was the one who invented the concept of a furry in the first place, right? Of course, that statement is ridiculous. Some of our oldest representational artwork ever is furry art, but when I was a kid in junior high in the late 80s and there was no internet, it was a little hard for me to figure out that I wasn't the only one. So for years, I thought I was the only one. I thought it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I had these anthropomorphic avatar characters. Wow, they're awesome. And all of my teenage dreams are all about them. Yeah, and then college. Boy, was that a revelation. Oh, there are more. Oh, there's art. Oh, there's a lot of art. I know Brian Antone, who started the VCL. I was on Fur Nation. I was in Second Life. I've been around the block. I've had accounts on damn near all of them. I still do on most of them. So yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirts. So your wolf is kind of, I read that there's a history of the furry fandom in the First Science book, which is available for free. Fascinating reading. I'm enjoying it immensely, by the people who do research on furries. And there's history, and I knew about the prancing skeletor. I knew about a lot of that. I read that article in Vanity Fair where they use the word unrelationshipable about furries because we're all supposedly fat, ugly guys. And it's like, fuck you. I am relationshipable. I have 3 partners. Suck on that. But yeah, all this horrible stuff. I've seen that CSI episode. I've been there, done that. I've been attacked multiple times. I don't care. This fandom is incredible. Full of the most sweetest, incredible people. Everyone I love is here. And that's never going to change. To elaborate, this isn't something I'm not interested in, but it is something... But is it weird? Okay, let me read this right. Is it weird if you want that first piece to be something special? Or I guess something solo. Though to be fair, I have several pieces with my junk out. Okay, so you're saying that you draw, right, Demi? I forgive me for not knowing that, but for posting an NSFW piece that you've created, I understand. You want it to be a special day. No, that makes sense. It's a big psychological leap, and I understand that completely. A lot of NSFW artists, it's another day at work. This is what they do for a living. But yes, especially of your own character, that's you. So I understand completely. Now, me being the giant exhibitionist slut wolf that I am, I totally get off on everybody else enjoying them. Just say it, Wolf, that they're jerking off to my art. I not only am happy about that, I kind of want to know. But that's me. That's just me. But not everyone is the same. Understandable. One of my favorite artists, Lumia the Merchant, gave up. She couldn't take it psychologically. And I have one of her commissions of Femprim, but still. And so everybody's different. You have to be comfortable, have to do what you want, what you enjoy, what will work for you. That's what's important. Okay, then I only know a handful of artists. Only one or two can get comfortable to talk out of the blue. I don't know. Well, I know several of them personally, but well, okay, I could say I know several artists personally. I mean, having slept with a couple of them, but yeah, I'm partners with an artist, so don't forget that, Prim, idiot. Yeah, it's furry art's amazing. It's the driving force of this fandom, because of course we can't take pictures, so we need art. And I guess you can get a computer to do it now, but don't do that. Get an artist, for God's sakes. They need work. They need the money. Get a ref. So there's some money, and it's amazing. Send them an idea, and wham, you get a piece back. It's like magic. It's incredible. It's so much fun. Oh, I don't draw. I pay people with school. Oh, you commission. See, me too. I've commissioned a lot. Especially, I mean, in my wild RP days on F-List, I think it's like 43 pieces or 45 of her, mostly her getting railed. And then there's pieces now of me getting railed, which I do enjoy a lot. But yeah, it's just, I'm very open about that, but that's just me. You need to be comfortable with what you're doing. I wonder what it would feel like to have people who please themselves to your commission. I think it feels pretty good, but that's my own proclivities. That's just, I am extremely open. My poly is very open. All of us, we knew that right from the start. We're very upfront about it right from the beginning. But I've always been one of those that because everybody, like on back to F chat, which is this huge giant text RP thing that's not entirely furry, but it's like half furry. So there's a lot of furries there. I'm not saying anything. Oh, really, Astral? Oh, really? Some of that prim art was good for you, love? Oh, really? I'm open and polite with my boyfriend. Well, I appreciate that, because I'd never want to hurt anybody. My home wrecking days are over. I have a checkered past, but that's a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but, oh yeah. So the text RP, there'd be multiple windows up at the same time. I had a custom client, but still my record was 11 simultaneous RPs at once. That was a lot. I felt bad because I made them wait so long for me to rotate back around, but a very few, and I was one of them, actually want to know about your other windows. What else are you doing? Who else are you doing it with? What are you doing? I kind of like knowing that. That's just me, though. So somebody jerking it to my art, I kind of want to watch, but that's just me. That's just me. That's not, I think that's a relatively rare thing. That's just me. I love furries, okay? Earth, and I like making them happy. I'm a service wolf. I like making them happy. And we're getting way out of SFW here, but that's all right. It's a plus 18 stream. And if I get banned, it's no great loss. Earth. In the past, I've had friends who say they found my commissions re-uploaded elsewhere at 621. It makes me feel weird. Not in a bad way, mind. So that's okay. I'm glad that you're able to handle that psychologically, because yes, that will happen. As soon as it's available anywhere, it can be downloaded, obviously, and then can be re-uploaded. And 621 makes their living, the purpose of 621 is to aggregate art from other sources, because you can post it there originally, but it's mostly from other sources. It's wonderful at that because it has a bunch of art that's just not available anymore anywhere else. Stuff from tweets from a decade ago that are gone. Stuff that the artists had pulled down, which is a little squiggy because the artist should have the ability to remove their art if they don't want it seen anymore. But if the artist has simply disappeared, left the fandom, well, their legacy is still there. And of course, the real purpose of 621 is that it is owned by Dragon Fruit Enterprises, which is a subsidiary of the parent company of Bad Dragon, because horny furs buy Bad Dragon toys. So yes, they do it as a business venture. They know what they're doing, horning us all up. Oh, by the way, F-List is also owned by them. F-Chat is also owned by them. So yeah, there's this whole furry lust industrial concept going on here. So I'm glad you're not upset by your art showing up in other places, Demi. I'm glad that, because it's kind of hard to prevent. I had a chat with him about it the other day in person since he was visiting. Gave me some clarity too. Communication is everything. Do not assume. Do not think the other party knows. You need to communicate. You need to be open, not necessarily open about the relationship, but you need to be open with your partners. You need to tell them your thoughts, tell them your concerns. If something bothers you, you need to tell them, because they can't read your mind. And when you agree to something, you need to respect it. If you have a close relationship and you want to fuck me, I will be very unhappy because I will not hurt someone. And that would be hurting someone. Do not hurt people. Cheating in the traditional sense is not really a furry thing, since so many of us are open. But if someone does not want you to be open and you agree to a close relationship, you need to respect that. You need to keep your promises. Don't do that. For those of us who are open sluts, then yes, we still love, honor, and respect and cherish our partners and put them first when they need us. And then everybody else is there too. But anyway, it's just, I like being poly and open, because love doesn't go away. When you send it out, it comes back. It's more. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Earth. Oh, I know that one. There was someone I followed that used to make lots of NSW. One day they just stopped. I only have one such piece saved. Well, you could look them up on 621, and there might be a whole bunch more. There are some artists there that I haven't seen in decades that I've managed to find subsequently, and it's really kind of impressive. Their archive is truly something else, and also that tagging system is, oh god, it's beautiful. I mean, you want a black male wolf standing on one foot in a white room, and you can find them. They will find you like 17 different drawings with exactly that. Yeah, it's kind of impressive. I get called a slaughter. What is that? Please to explain to the wolf. I am not to understand. That's a new one. Urgh. Yeah, but I don't know where we were going. I do this. I get on tangents, and then I'm unable to collapse the waveform back down. So, yay, automod. I'm going to allow that. Slutty otter, essentially. Slut. Oh. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's so cute, love. I like that. I'll make you a good slaughter, love. You're such a cute little otter. Oh, those big, thick tails. So you... Prim. Be a good boy. Don't get banned today. You're slaughter. Okay, let's take this to our DMs. Yeah. So I found more and more that that whole thing about me being a first switch is actually real. Because I have the ability to just sort of, it's not on and off. I can just be Dommy over here and Subby over here. It's just kind of the way it works. Dear me. Yeah. This has been the best stream I've ever had, because I just did nothing but talk and have fun with all of you. So I am super fucking happy right now. This is why I wanted to start in the first place. This is why I wanted to do it. This is everything. So I'm going to center myself up here a little, and yeah, it's the outro screen, but we're not done. We are eventually going to wind down. If somebody wants to see the photos again, just let me know. I'll go back through it, but you can see me in all my glory. I need a paw tracker really bad. I just buy one, but I'm only going to be home for, well, geez. So I'm here until Saturday, and then I leave for Thanksgiving week. So we can talk schedules. Deep breaths. You crack me up for me, sir. I'm glad. I am here to make furs happy in all of the different ways that entails. Make them comfortable, make them feel safe, make them feel respected, make them laugh, make them brighten their days a little bit, make them come so hard they black out. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, that's me. That's what I want to do. Anyway, so a little bit of scheduling. I will be here this Thursday. I'm debating whether or not to stream. I'm a little overbooked. I have dates that night. So if there will be a stream, which is looking kind of doubtful, it will be a very short one. So we will see. But I do apologize. I am bad at keeping my schedule. I've been terrible for this month. Of course, I've been in Greece, so that was a kind of understandable. You have a great night, Prim. Take it easy. Cade, good night. I know it's 4 hours ahead from you. It's getting late there. Sleep well, love. Thank you so much for joining, love. Earth. Yes. So that's so this is, and obviously Tuesday, Thursday, maybe. And then that's it for November. I will be gone the entire week after that, which for those of you not in the United States is Thanksgiving, which is the number 2 holiday. I have 2 normie families, my in-laws and my father, of course, which is left of my biological family. So one is in California, one is in Massachusetts. So I get to split up the holidays and I fly for all of them. So California's Thanksgiving this year. I'll be out there for a week. I am back for a total of 4 days before MFF. I don't overdo it. I will not. It's still most of an hour before my normal stop time. And then I'm going to bed. I have to be up at 6 tomorrow to run. Hecky. I have to get up at 6 tomorrow because I have to run. Then I have to go to work. I'm physically going to work tomorrow because I have multiple appointments during that work day. I'm getting a haircut. I have to go to the running store. I need a 26.2 sticker for my car. Boy, am I proud of that. Holy shit. That's going to be big. I'll take a photograph. But yeah, so yeah, no super late wolf tonight, unfortunately. And I'm tired. I got like 4 hours last night. I got like 4 in the hotel. I was in the air for 30 hours. So Sunday, 4 a.m. in Siris, Greece, which is half an hour south of Bulgaria, which blew me away when I figured out I was there. Take a taxi, ride that for an hour and 20 minutes to the Thessaloniki airport. Get on a flight, fly for about 50 minutes down to Athens, spend about 4 hours there, and then get on a flight, managed to make it, which was extremely nice, for 11 hours to Newark. Yeah, so the Nat tracks take about 4 hours, but we also had to have... God, Walking Dog is so cute. But anyway, we also had to have flying across all of Europe because Athens is really far over there in the east. It's really close to Turkey, and they're not happy about that. So it's really, it takes a long time. It's a long flight. So by that point, it was almost midnight Athens time when I got into Newark, even though it was just early evening in Newark because of the 9-hour time change. But then I sat for 2 hours and then got on another flight to Denver, which is 4.5 hours. Got in shortly before midnight Denver time, which is early in the morning, having been awake for well over 24 hours from when I got up. So, yeah. So the fact that I'm capable of doing all of this at all is probably a testament to the running. Despite the fact of being a middle-aged guy, I can actually pull off crazy shit like this, but... yeah, I'm a little tired, and I don't sleep enough anyway, but I need to be better about that. So I've got a bunch of you writing me about being better to myself, and I understand. I will be better to myself. One of the biggest problems I had was in Ceres in the hotel. There was not enough room at the my cousin's house, so I was staying in a hotel, and it was okay, but the bed was like a rock. Holy shit, it was hard. I had serious trouble sleeping in that, and my my right leg is still sore from when I injured myself. So yeah, I end up on that side, and I wake up because it feels like I'm having a spike shoved in my leg. So that kind of sucked. So yeah, it has been a lot of sleep for the last week or so. Thank you for streaming, and welcome back again, and get some much deserved rest. Thank you. So it's just talking schedules here, so I'm done with the words. I don't have parting thoughts. I did them at the beginning this time. This Thursday maybe would be short. 26th and 28th. 28th is Thanksgiving Day. Obviously, that is not going to happen. The 3rd of December is a possibility, but it's tough because I have a 5:10 flight the next day to get out to Chicago for MFF. Those of you going to MFF, please DM me, look me up. I will give you the biggest hug. Many of you I know are going to be there anyway, but if I don't know you and you want to just reach out, now I'm going to give you a hug. Or you can do that to me. That's also good. Lots of self-care, yes. You're self-caring all over me, love. I hope you enjoyed that. So, I'm not saying nothing. It's not saying a lot by saying nothing. Oh, hush. Be a good Durg and tell the class all your horny dreams, Astral. We want to know. Especially me. I want to know. Because you know your Prim, your wolf, will make them come true. But first you have to tell me what they are, Astral. You got to be a good Durg. Oh, this is fun. Well, there's a lot. I'm a big wolf. I can do a lot. I wish I could go to MFF. I would dearly love to see you, Kyre. I understand cons and air travel and all that are a risk, are a lift financially. Do not put yourself out financially for a convention, for a fursuit, for art, for anything. This is a general thing said to everyone who may watch this subsequently or any point. I'll repeat it endlessly. Furry stuff, unfortunately, is a massive luxury, which means it cannot go unless you have disposable income. So if you're in any kind of tight situation, please do not do it. As much as I dearly would love to see you, do not get yourself in trouble. Please do not. I am lucky. I have resources. It costs me a lot, namely the two people I love most in this world, but I have this ability. So Earth, So my lovely little slaughter, you're going to be a good little otter for your wolf. I mean, otters are pretty much just living fleshlights anyway, right? That's yeah, I think you'd enjoy that, right? And take a lot. Yes, I can. I'm in spit roasted RL, so yeah, I can take a lot. Earth, you've more boldness than I've ever have. I'll give you that. Well, it's kind of one, I'm staring at myself on the screen here, so I actually am Primrose for real right now. It's kind of like almost being in VR. And two, I've got all of you and I'm happy. So yeah, I may get banned, but honestly, I don't think so. I think a lot of streamers say really terrible things, and it's not terrible. It's just horny. And we're just having fun. We're discussing parts of life. And that's what I want to do. I want to provide a space where furs can just enjoy themselves. And me. And I can enjoy them. But anyway, that's how it works. Earth. I mean, what? Speaking from experience. Yeah, love. You're going to make me take a lot, because I will. I'll be your good boy. Yeah, I'll definitely be your good boy. Yeah, I can. The thing is, when that Switch thing is real, I can be a good boy and a good boy. at the same time. I've done it before. Honestly, I'm out of practice. I need assistance, I think. Oh, that's all right. We'll ease you in, love. Thank you for popping into Discord. Sparky, yes. Hopefully that link is still valid. I try to make it good forever. I'll be a good slaughter sore. That's good. Be a good boy for your wolf. You'll get rewarded. We'll both get rewarded. Earth. Oh my god, what the fox? You're still here. Love. So happy to see you. You were one of my lost ones. I felt so bad when we had to stop. And I do not fault you, and you were extremely kind about telling me. And you were very solicitous. Some were meaner. I lost a few when I dropped her, and I do feel bad about that. And I feel like I lied, and I feel like I should apologize. But you were extremely kind to me, and I just felt bad that I couldn't give you what you needed. So yeah, the problem is see what you see is what you get. I'm a male wolf. So yeah, it's good to see you. It's okay. Yes. So, well, I can give you entertainment and silliness and horniness and a little gameplay on subsequent streams. And I do actually play games here, but not tonight. We're just, there's been a lot of chatting, but the just chatting parts of streams are the parts I always love the most. And I've watched streamers for a long time, and I've been trying to build mine out of the best parts of theirs. And I'm never going to be as off the cuff, full bore, fast on his feet, Cody, silly. I'm not going to scream as loud as Light. I'm not going to play as well as Lance or Doryu. I'm not going to draw. I'm not going to do anything like that. But what I can do is I can talk. I've found that out. That lifetime of RP maybe, but I can write and I can talk, and I don't shy away from the tough stuff. And yes, we get silly and horny, but we do this because I'm trying to make a space where we can be where we can be safe, and we can be happy, and we can be ourselves, because that's what I want. I want all of you to be happy. That's what I want. I want you to feel good. And yeah, you want to pull off something impossible? Let me know. I'm a bit of an expert in that. Yeah, I run marathons. Hi, my name is Prim. I'm a wolf. God, it's an incredible feeling. Earth, what a great stream. Yeah. Yeah. We do have our DM Kyre. Urf. And you know I like all of it in there too. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, I think we're nearing an end. I'm not going to go for a specific time or anything. I also am remarkably exhausted. I will admit to that. So I will be a good wolf. And I think we're gonna wrap up. But this went really well. And it's not the same as it was in my head when I was out there on the streets of Athens and between their marathon, trying to think about how I would explain what this was like to all of you. But it doesn't matter, because what it was is just us talking. The best analogy I've ever thought of for furry streams, not the big ones, the little ones, the medium ones. I like medium streamers who have a little bit of a community, but not so huge that the chat goes so fast they miss things and you can never get a word in edgewise. Although Sky Fox is impressive. Holy fuck, he will respond to every single message when there's 400 in there. That is really impressive. That fox is primo. He has got skills. Highly impressive. I will probably never be that big. I probably have like single digits. I don't look. I've been told multiple times to turn that off, and I do what I'm told. But what I do have is a community. What I do have is all of you, and I appreciate it immensely. Earth. Do I need to rile you up again, Prim? Not tonight, but Thursday. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of riling going on. Earth. Yeah. Merle does the same. Oh, what he reads everything? Yeah. No, the bigger ones, they get really good. I'm not in Merle's enough. His time is tough for me because I work full time. But he is extremely good at that. He is incredibly good at that. Yeah, see, I watched Whiskey for a little while. No problem. Lovely streamer and all that. A little loud for me, but his chat is so fast. I couldn't keep up. It didn't feel personal. It's so big. It became off-putting. So I'm happy for him. I wish him all the power in the world. He's a great leader. He's so impressive, but it's so fast. I don't know what the fuck I would do if I had that many. I'm never going to have that many. Are you kidding me? If I hit 100, I'd be shocked as fuck. I mean, I'm not going to be a partner. Are you kidding me? I mean, nobody, but I have what's important. I have all of you, these lovely furs. Urs, get some good sleep, hon. I will, Astral. And yes, you're going to be a good Durg with Riser and I. It's going to be wonderful. That's because Whiskey's chat is full of copy pastas usually. What? That's copy pastas. That's not. So I lost my train of thought. I got distracted. I was saying the best analogy I had for a stream was it's like a table at like a big restaurant, but not so. So there's one who's standing up and doing all the talking and has the microphone, but everybody else gets to talk too. Everybody has a place, and that's the thing I always loved in streamers because, yes, lurking is great. Lurkers are backbones of every stream. I mean, if someone's lurking, more power to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it immensely, and I'm super happy you're enjoying yourself. But I always talked in streams, and I always loved it. The streams I stayed in are the ones where they talk back, where it's a conversation, where you're not just, oh, nice kill in your game and they ignore you. No, it's where they talk to you. Always a pleasure. Thank you, Haru. I appreciate it immensely. But I feel he does a good job of greeting and responding to people. He does. He's a pro. He does this professionally. He's extremely experienced. Has years of experience. I am not, in any stretch of the imagination, denigrating Whiskey. It's just it's so big. It's just, I can't keep up. It's not him in any stretch of the imagination. It's me. I can't hear my own thoughts in there. I type something and it zips off the screen so fast I can't even read it. It gets me too much. I'm not capable of handling that level of intensity. How he greets everyone and all, I do not know. Sky, Merle, all of them. They are impressive, but they are professionals. I mean, they take time for their art that I simply don't have. I mean, I've learned a lot from so many streamers. I mean, Cody tells me about how he watches all of his VODs all the way through in order to refine his performance. He is impressive, that dedication. I don't have time. I can't. There's no way. I mean, geez, at that party at Anthrocon, when I was losing faith, like the second stream I did, I started with my partners. I had like 4 viewers, 3 partners, and Cody, who asked me to do it in the first place. And then the one after that, people got busy. That's fine. I understand. They couldn't be there. I had 1. And that's ridiculous for me to lose faith because so many streamers, millions, tens of millions, broadcast to empty rooms day after day after day. That would break me. I have never broadcast to an empty room because I have friends. I have furs that care about me, which makes me lucky, but I've never broadcast empty. But I was in that party drinking and talking and yelling together with Aiden Fox. Lovely fur. I've watched him a few times. Took all this time to talk to me. We had a great time. We were doing shots together, and I'm loud. He's loud. So the other furs are arrayed in a circle around us, watching us try to out-yell each other. It was a great time. I enjoyed the fuck out of that night. Oh my God. And he told me, if you have anybody at all, you're in the top 80% of streamers. If you have 5, you're in the top 95%. So don't give up. And that was so motivating for me. He kept me going. And I kept going. Twice a week isn't enough. I should do more, but I have no fucking time. These take all day to prepare for. I work from home typically these days to get ready. That's why I need to retire. But they're so supportive and so amazing. So I will never, ever, ever, ever denigrate any of them. Whiskey and Cinder and all the big ones. They do so well. It's just, I like it when it's intimate. I like it when it's a conversation. And then I turned up and destroyed your block terms list like a toilet because destroyed it. What? Wait, what, Sparky, you destroyed my block terms list? What? I am not to be understanding. I wish I had a chat like that. Super, super busy or more intimate where they were talking, Demi? I remember Merle says something like that on my first affiliate. Oh, he was there. Oh, you're lucky. I've had a partner in my chat because I've had Cody, but none of the other ones. But then again, I'm a nobody, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's having a more consistent chatters would be nice. Depends on how your own community is too. Time zones go blur though, which is absolutely valid. I get that. And not everyone is free around the same time either. No, I get that too. I only go for 4 hours at most. The way we're going to hit the 4 hours, which is fine because I have to go to bed because I have to wake up at 6 to run because, well, during the 8 months of summer here in the Mojave Desert, if I don't run at 6, I die because I will fry. And then I have to come back. I have to get ready. I have to go to work. I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So I'm kind of restricted. I was doing 1 stream a week, but it wasn't enough to hold affiliate and I got arrogant. So I went to 2. And this is a lot because it essentially blows away an evening that I could have a lot of use for in VR, but you are worth it. And this is a great stream because I am super happy here because I've run into that too. Those are watching, but no one's saying anything. And I need something to work with. It's like, I need something to work with. And you guys are being great now. This is a real turning point. I am so happy. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. What the fuck is the time zone? Oh, let me tell you about it. It was so weird being in Europe again. It's like when I was in Norway for a month. I was so disconnected. I mean, all of the U.S. contingent would wake up when I was getting ready to go to bed. And then when I wake up, it was the middle of the night. And I could work. And it was like 3 a.m. Everybody else was asleep, so it was fine. I watched streamers that I'd never seen before. But it's difficult being that separated. And some of the days when I had nothing, I was watching more. I'd watch streamers from the Philippines and Malaysia, Potato Durg and all that. God, haven't seen them in forever. But I don't have time to watch Setsu. I can't watch streamers at work. I can't get it on the computer or on my phone. It's too small and the audio, it's a mess. So, let's see here. Hello from the land down. Wait. Oh, right. You're in Australia. What the fuck time is it there? Oh my God. I'm in Cairo. Oh, do I not even follow you? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That is... I don't even follow you, Kai. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have had no time since I got back, and we've only known each other for what? 3 days? Having people who chat a bit more regularly. Lurkers are appreciated, of course. But sometimes it feels lonely if most has... Exactly. I feel for you. I feel for you so much. I mean, I talk myself when I'm in streams because I got a big mouth, so I like talking, but I wanted that back. This is why tonight's been so great, because all I have to do is just respond to you. It's wonderful. This is what I want to do. This is all I want to do, is respond to all of you. In the name of the British, I'm going to take your Tim Tams. Here, your Time Tams. Well, it's also British, yeah. The Greeks were a little pissed about that. I went to the Acropolis Museum, and yeah, they're a little unhappy about those Elgin marbles things. Yes, Kyra is a streamer. We shout out streamers here. Even if we shout out streamers who are 10 times as big as I am. I fat fingers. First affiliate anniversary. Ah, understandable. Personally, I find that hard to believe at times, but I just keep on for the most part. Well, don't give up. Don't give up, Demi, please. It's if you give up, then it just won't work. The only way is just to keep going. And we are here, and I wish I could be there more. I wish I could. I can only watch one at a time. I'm not capable of doing more, and I can't watch them for so many times. I miss watching furry streams all the time so much. My life has expanded so much. Earth. Haven't had a Tim Tam in a long time. What the fuck is a Tim Tam? Explains why I've stolen them all. It's 12:29 p.m. for me. Okay, so it's 9. Well, at that time it was 9:29 p.m. Oh, it's yeah. Oh, so it's just after noon. So I'm ahead of you by what? Oh, so that actually works pretty well. Yeah. So this is a good time for you, and you're not at work, so that's good. That's good. And Alpha Red Wolf, he keeps hurting them. Sparky's got the Tim Tams. What the hell is a Tim Tam? And horde me. Oh, we're gonna have us a little group action here, huh? I got an invite, right? You're gonna bring me, right? Maybe I should tap into my British to take you and stick you in a museum. Can it be an interactive museum where we can use the exhibits and it's okay to touch? I have a thing for Brit. Yeah, see, Kyra, you're not wrong there. I too get kind of woo for British accents. Yeah, I know 2 huskies named Kai with British accents, and I like making him talk. God, that voice is sexy as fuck. Oh my God, I would let him do such horrible things to me. Anyway, moving on. Because we're not I love Australia. I've been to Australia. It was a great place. I love the hell out of it. I've been to the UK 4 times, I think now. Yeah, travel is amazing. Museum can use me and put me on display. I mean, well, you'd definitely be used. Yeah, you'd be a good slaughter. Yeah, you definitely get used. And then, oh, you want to be a display object. Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah. So you and I are a little bit alike there. We should talk about being a party favor sometime. Yeah, the greatest prim fantasy of all. Anyway, moving on. Very good British furs over there. Yes, there are very good British furs. I've slept with a few of them. Yeah, so it's this is amazing, and it is good. And the time zones, of course, are a pain in the ass, but we all do what we can when we can, and it's fine. And it's also the great thing about finding the furry YouTuber on Twitch. Doesn't matter what time it is, you will find somebody. They will be in Malaysia or India or God knows where, but hey. Oh, they also use English. God save the Queen. Yeah, the British Empire has its problems, but yeah, that whole English everywhere thing. Thank you. Party favor, please. Nice. More later, Primmy. I would be more than happy to, Kyra. I would be more than happy to enlighten you. Yes, because I can tell that you may share some of these same thoughts. And oh, furs are hooking up in my chat. Oh my God, I'm so happy. You're going to invite me, right? I am so happy. Just wow. Wow. That's well, I mean, he's an otter. You're not wrong. I mean, I want to travel around at some point too. I want to go to Germany, Canada, the UK, and more. As do I. I've been to Canada multiple times, many times. Actually, when I flew, I went to Canada many times. Wonderful place. A lot like the US, just like a little colder, but lovely scenery. UK, beautiful. I see it's amazing. A lot of the Anglosphere. It's like I look out the window of the van after getting at the airport. It's like, shit, am I still in the US? And it's like, oh, wait, that's the tower. Okay, it's a little different. Or in Greece, I look over, it's like, oh, it could be a suburb anywhere. Oh, there's the Acropolis. Okay, so it's a little different. So Yes, travel is absolutely worth it. The wait, what? Oh, MSO. Oh, that's a different type of shout out. How interesting. I did not know that. Thank you, Sparky. I did not know that. I said, fuck, did I get spammed? It's like, nope. That's a command. Interesting. Siri's a good bot. Huh. Well, it's because he's being silly. He's being nice to you. He wants to do things to you. And I want to watch. Yeah. This is what a great stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me for this journey. Thank you for celebrating this unbelievable achievement of mine, this culmination of so much effort. And I set this goal a year ago. I did it, damn it. So let's keep going. Let's keep going together. Let's have a good time. It's a good music. Yeah, this is a good one. So thank you. Wait. 4 running wolves, stinky Kiwis are better than Aussies. All right, now we're getting ugly here. I've met Vor. I mean, not in person, but I've met the individual who owns the Vor account. He actually talked. I'm assuming it's a he. Given demographics, safe choice. They were talking in somebody's chat, and they say, yeah, they get more gift subs than you can shake a stick at. Vor is they get more gift subs than you can. It's unbelievable. That is such luck. Wolves, running stinky, running stinky wolves. Wait a second. I took a shower after I was done, not before. And yes, I will admit, I was a sticky wolf when I was done. Holy shit. I was beat up. Oh man. Vor has any pronouns. I love them so much. Vor, they are a lucky individual. They have hit the jackpot. They must have been in Twitch on day one, because that account is just golden. They have a sub to every single Twitch there is, I bet. They probably have a sub to mine. It's crazy. Gender affirmation. I love it. Exactly. All are valid here. I'm a wolf for God. Ow! Ow! Ah! I'm okay. Owie. Okay. So, your wolf just had a leg cramp. That kind of sucked. Ow. My leggies don't like me. Happy to help, Astral, yes. Why would sure be somebody if someone gifted a sub to Vor? Oh, God. Here we go. Gender after. I always try to affirm genders. Of course, I'm a wolf, for God's sake. So, yes, all should be who they are. Jeez, no, I'm snoozing this. Well, we're not going to add. We're gonna finish. Then you can feel even worse. Oh my. Anyway, yeah, it's I lost my train of thought there, but no, our transfers are absolutely valid. I had a transfer. Let me get the words right here. She came in me so hard it knocked my VR into a crash. That was a heck of a night. That was a good one. So yeah, it's so all are valid here. And yes, I fuck up pronouns all the time. Calling everyone loves helps with that. I did not do it for that reason, but does help. But I was told it's like, no, we can tell when you mess up and when there's malice, and you never evidence malice because I have no malice to them. So Yes, so Kyr, you are not doing it out of malice. You are doing it because you either don't know, or because you screw up, or you forget, which is all understandable and all something that they understand. The joke about them being super uptight about it is malice. Actually, that's something that's an attack against them. These are people they are understanding, and they can tell if you're being a jerk to them, and you're not. So please do not be super, super worried. Do not think that they're going to fly into a rage. And do not blame yourself. I know you are down on your self-love. You're such a wonderful otter. Please do not do that. You are loved and cared for. And I do love you. Did I make an error? No, you did not. He's teasing you. Sorry, they're teasing you. Fuck. See, I did it myself. Making a bad joke. Exactly. See, and then I fucked up the pronoun myself because I'm the one with the microphone, so I don't get to edit my things or take it back or say I typoed because it's too late. It's gone. And then I get my mod saying, how to ban a streamer. I go by any pronouns. Okay. That's very convenient. I tend to call everybody love. That makes it, I do it because it's cute. I started off with Hun a long time ago as her, but it feels too southern. Love, though, is nice because that's all we're here for, right? Just some love, right? And I'm a loving wolf. Wow. Removed. We banned the streamer. How did that actually fucking work? You removed, you can, but it didn't do anything. You can't ban me from my own. Can you ban me from my own channel? That would be hysterically funny. So I was in Cody's one night, not too long ago, a couple months ago, and he does silly things. He uses his ban hammer as a joke, and he was banning Mallow for being Mallow because Mallow is Mallow. And chat moved under his mouse as he was doing it, and he banned me instead. And he reversed it immediately, of course, but I got to, one, see what a ban looks like because I've never seen it before, and two, fill his chat with crying emotes saying, what did I do? What did I do? I knew it was a mistake because he said that immediately, but I rolled with it entirely, and he's like, no, Primrose, I banned you by mistake. It's like, what did I do? What did I do? Love is gender neutral, works really well. Exactly. It's yeah, and it's sort of become a signature thing there that I call everybody love. Earth. Okay, we're just kind of spitballing at this point, and I unfortunately do have to go to bed, and I have staring at the ads coming up soon, so it's being Earth. So I think, thank you for the best stream of my life. Thank you. This has been great. So thank you so much for coming with me, and we will have more. And it's going to be a while, but there will be another one. Or one of your besties is live. I have several of them. Let's see here. Oh, Aiden's up. Yes, he is. Effie's up. Oh, Lance is still up. Excellent. Cody. Oh, Deggy. Oh, Deggy. We're rating Deggy. I love Deggy. I mean, all of them. I've rated all of them. That was my way to introduce myself. Oh, you stream now to a bunch of them, but they all know this now. So we're going to raid Diggy. So EGLEON. And we're going to snooze that. No, okay. Snooze for 5 minutes. Good. So what? Mature audiences. Yeah, just like mine. I do things to your third. Ooh. I hope you two have fun. Send me pictures. Earth. Anyway. So, yes, I love Deggy. Deggy is a sweet, sweet bark shark. Let's go say hi. Oh, geez, we should come up with the raid message. I always forget about that. Wow, there are 5 of you. That's amazing. With all that BS, you stick around. Wow, I'm shocked. So, yes, we come up with the raid message. I don't know. I need suggestions here. Something about running that's lewd. Because Deggy's a full sus streamer, too. I don't know. Run a marathon in your ass. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know anybody. Anyway, so it's thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with me being gone so much. I'm sorry I'm going to be gone again. Thank you for being so supportive and so kind and so caring. Thank you for being yourselves. Treat me like the Aussies do the English in the ashes. Destroy me. Whoa. Ashes, ashes. That's a cricket thing, right? Oh, God. I'm showing my ignorance. That's okay. Earth. Running with no pants. Deal. Deal. Wow. Whoa, what the hecky? Oh, my God. I need to copy Astrals. Ah, I missed it. Shit.